winners talking.
Ooh, yeah. Right, so these mics, do they have to be quite close to your mouth?
Oh, why?
Like this.
God, just God, put it a bit more forward, God.
This? Don't let me tell the story about what happened to you.
Oh yeah.
What happened to you? What happened to you?
Are we recording? Because I'll tell it on camera, but I won't tell it off camera.
Are we recording, Rex? Yeah, run that. Tell me the story.
So Chris, yeah. So we used to film at a different studio than what we're in now. So the first few episodes we did in a different studio. Now the brother who had the studio, he's kind of like a bit. He's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, little fat neck you.
Yeah, he's got like 4 ripples on the back of his neck. Look like a tsunami on the back of his head. And so, you know, the fat neck man. So we're in the studio now, and the sound's not right. This ain't right, that ain't right. So every week the man's complaining, saying, "No, man, you are doing something, whatever, but the sound's not right."
You would never hold.
It's never in focus.
You never had accountability.
Yeah, you know, one of them man that fuck up everything, but never take accountability. So 1 week was in there, and obviously he's listening to us on his headphones, isn't it? So he's like, "No, it don't sound right. It don't sound right." He's just pressing buttons. We're just looking at him for about an hour. Go on, talk. We're talking. The thing still sounding fuck up, obviously. Then he pressing more buttons. And then in the end, the man took the microphone and pushing Chris out like a horse.
You lying, don't listen.
I saw Chris doing this, you know. Because my face was the other way. All I had
You're a dickhead. He's such a liar, man.
I saw Chris like this.
Fuck off, you dickhead.
But the brother pushed the mic in, but the guy was trying to blame Chris, saying he's too far from the microphone. But you know what? I don't know why people don't take accountability.
I don't understand. What is that? Well, women anyway as well.
I want to say it's women. I'd say it's like a.
I was just stirring because I
know.
saw Cream there.
She's not gonna rise.
I saw Cream. Yeah, she didn't rise to
Yeah, she's
it.
not rising to it so quick. We just
I
started.
said it and I put my eye down and look up like so.
But you lot are talking about like being 80s and that, yeah. But do you lot take accountability for if you fuck up with something? Do you say, you know, my bad?
I think so.
That's a no.
Kinda.
Why would you not take full accountability then? What is it about not taking accountability?
I don't know, we're just human, innit? You know, sometimes you think you're right. You know them ones there, you know, like you think you're right.
But do you ever stop to think and think, I'm wrong? And have you ever thought that I'm wrong, but I'm still going to just be wrong and strong?
Yeah, that's a yes, Chris.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? But why? What is that about?
No, you know, stubbornness. Especially if you're in the argument, sometimes it takes you a little while to pull yourself back. You know like that?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Do you get me? You know, like to pull yourself back a bit, like hold on a minute, you know. But yeah, I think women take accountability more than men, though.
Oh no! Wait! No, you got to think about this though, because listen. But you deal with women. You don't deal with men, so you can only speak for yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
In a way, do you understand? Like I can't say that because I know like. Man will say, "Nah, I take accountability," but I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah.
But because I'm dealing with women, I realise there's a lot of women that don't take accountability. But I think it's a generation thing. Like
You think so?
partly
Okay.
it's growth.
Generation? What do you
Why
mean?
do you think women of
not
your
our
generation take more
younger?
accountability than?
No, I think that people, it's habits. Everything you do is habit. So if you're used to doing something a certain way,
Yeah.
unless you're mindful of saying, I'm going to change what I'm doing because I know that it's harmful to a relationship or whatever, people just carry on with the same behavior. It's like, that's why
true.
if you're in a relationship, you'll argue pretty much about the same thing
Over and
all
over.
the time because everybody's got their pattern. You say something that I don't like, I react a certain way. Then you're like, who are you talking to? Now, we're not even arguing about what we're arguing about. Now it's about just everybody just fighting for territory now.
Yeah, trying to win, trying to
win.
win.
To respond as well.
Yeah, you don't even listen
You're
to what the
not even
person's saying.
listening,
You're
you
just
just
watching their
coming
mouth
back with
move
your clap back.
and you're just waiting. What?
Yeah.
What do I do?
What you just said?
Yeah.
I
But
get it.
the older you get, honestly, I'm so chilled now.
Yeah.
But I think back in the day, they used to the woman was appreciated even for being miserable. now because people feel like they've seen something to pick at with women, they've gone with this thing about constantly about taking accountability. Back in the day, if you look at our grandparents and stuff like that,
Man, my grand was
if that
miserable.
woman was, if she was miserable, she was just
Just
miserable. You
miserable,
see,
yeah,
man,
just
like,
I know.
it was just
Yeah.
a thing that it was appreciated. Now it's so looked at, it's almost scorned upon. So
No,
it's become a thing about
I don't think we
taking accountability.
appreciated it. I just think we had to just take it and shut up.
Yeah, but also that we didn't have like dating apps.
Options are open right now. Options are open.
We're tired of this bitch.
Or you have to go back to Jamaica.
You just have to settle in it.
Yeah. But people, I feel like people, they stayed in relationships back then. I'm not saying it was good.
Made more effort.
Yeah, they
for sure.
did. Even when things was bad, they said they're sticking. There was never you don't really hear grandparents getting divorced, especially from our community.
No,
Yeah, but
it's just,
but
yeah.
I'm
but
not saying they were happy.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Would you rather be single and alone, or in a relationship and alone? Because a lot of people are in a relationship and they still feel by themselves, and that's what a lot of our parents felt growing up. You know what I'm saying? Enough of them are in separate rooms. You know what I mean? My dad tried to pull that fast one, kick out his blood clot.
Who did?
My dad.
No, who kicked him
Kicked
out?
him out.
Me. Get out of the yard. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, you ain't doing that to my mum. Get out, blood. You know what I
hear
mean?
it.
I'm
I
my
hear
mum's
it.
protector. Don't do that.
Rouse class.
Yeah,
Some-
you won't come sleep in front room.
Yeah.
I want to watch the TV. What are you doing? What are you doing there? With the
Oh, he was sleeping downstairs.
yeah, cheeky bastard. You know what I mean? Come out, blood. Come out. Go on. Dash that.
Right here.
See what happens when you come winners.
Yeah.
They start talking in different conversations. All 100 shows you man have done together. You don't hear this before, right?
I'm looking at him like rat in the man punch up his head.
What was he out of your life for most of the time, though, and then he came back?
My dad was always there, but he was never there. He was there, but I didn't know nothing
Man
about
said he
him.
was always there, but never
All
there.
now, my
Like,
dad's dead, yeah. I can't even quote one good thing. You know, a parent always has a saying.
Yeah.
My mum used to say, why this and this and this? My dad not one thing. I didn't know nothing about him. So it's like I was living in the same house, not even knowing anything. He just used to say hi and bye.
Yeah.
That was it for 20 odd years. So for me, I didn't even see him. Because for me, when people say, oh, how can you say that? I've always grown up with the mentality that you got to show me that you're that person. If you're my brother, show me you're my brother. I will respect you as a brother. If you don't show me you're my brother, then you ain't my brother, fuck off. Because some friends are more closer to me than my own family. You know what I mean? If you say you're my dad, show me some, you know what I mean? That you're my...
earn-
earn that.
Yeah.
Don't just
So
tell
you
me
feel
you're
like
dad
you
and then I
didn't
must
instill-
respect you even though
Yeah.
you're an arsehole. Piss off.
Yeah.
You know
So
them
you
on
feel
there?
like you didn't instill nothing.
Yeah.
Nah, not one thing.
Yeah, my dad had a saying.
What's that?
Not met me and your fire out today. I did a poke in the head. That's what I got.
Everyone got that. Yeah. You know it. We found
Are you Jamaican?
Yeah.
You Jamaican as well
Yeah.
still in? Okay.
Jamaica and Grenada.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My dad's the Jamaica, though, so...
It was Jamaica. You grew up in
basically,
Jamaica.
grew up
Yeah.
Jamaica.
Come on, big up the
on.
Caribbean.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
the
man.
vibes
Got
of
the
it.
yard in
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never knew you were from Southeast.
Come on, man.
Hi, Chris.
That's why when he pulled up, he was all shocked now. All these
For real?
all the stories he's been telling Chris over the years, they can't even run again
Chris
now.
can't say nothing to me now because he understands that it's been authenticated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the
We got the
co-sign.
adjudicator
You
over
got the
there,
co-sign. When he mentioned certain people, then we got the immediate co-sign.
Chris, that's what I'm trying to say. Chris, what
The
it
people
is?
he mentioned,
Thank you. The problem is
I can mention names,
no. But that's
Yeah, but
my
he said-
name. That's my family. You idiot.
said it's his family,
That's
though.
my family. That's my blood.
but it's not you.
Go on, carry on talking.
You don't
I'll make a phone call. Carry on talking. Make a phone call. Sefe.
yeah, it's just a generation thing, though, when it came Carl. You know my people. Obviously, you know my guy there.
Yeah.
As soon as he's pulled up. But where I'm a few years younger, I don't know, you was doing comedy, innit?
Yeah. No, to be fair, I've only been doing comedy for 20 years.
Only.
Only.
A long time, bro.
No, but I was 30 when I started.
Oh, scene.
Yeah, I was 30 when I started. So I was like, I had my kids and then whatever else. But I moved out the area from when I was 20, early 20s, 21.
Oh, so you left. Oh, yeah, so that's why then.
20,
I
yeah,
wouldn't have seen
21.
you.
I left. So that's why, maybe you wouldn't know of my name. But
But he was ringing in these streets.
Man,
My bad. That's right.
No bells.
You know what I just missed you. When I came outside, you just gone. Yeah, I hear it.
No, but I'll be honest with you. Like,
Okay,
this,
so
this,
how you ain't heard
no,
about
but
me?
this is the truth, though. This is the truth.
What don't know you?
No, this is the truth.
What part of Lucian?
Lehigh Road.
You cannot be from Lehigh Road, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Just cool,
Wait
man.
a second. Let me just say something to you then.
That's cool.
Hold on a second.
All right,
Man
bad.
said he's from Lehigh Road, you know.
Wait.
That means you're from my bit, bro.
Don't piss me off.
What I'm bad, man.
Gary.
That's my uncle.
Oh, and what's his brother's name? Gary and David. Gary and David. Gary was the younger one. We lived on the same road. We lived on number 11.
Why are you saying
You
it
never-
like a
now
bad
you-
man?
now
for?
you-
Why
Don't
is
piss
it-
me off.
You
We
never-
lived on.
Why
hold on,
is he
wait.
doing
You
it like that?
They lived on the same side of the road as us because it's an odd number.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
and then you go around the corner,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you had that's where David Rocastle's family used to live.
That's right. Murillo.
Marilla Road, and then you go further up onto the Red Brick Estate. That's where Ernest.
Yeah,
and,
come
and,
on, those are just cool, man. All right, you're official.
come
now.
on.
You get the- You're official now. You're official now.
Brother, the same road.
They got Clive on the road and all them things there as well.
That's my uncle. Bright Eyes. That's my uncle.
Come on.
So I grew up in the house. I used to go to
You
Ernest.
left. I was there as a youth man. When everyone was pulling up in the minis and that, I was there as a youth man, opening the door.
This is what I'm saying, Chris.
Bad man, old type bright eyes.
Chris.
That ain't no bad man.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Now you're from come on.
Bright eyes ain't no bad man there.
That's my mum's brothers. My mum grew up in that yard.
I grew up in that house
What?
on the same road, Chris. From the same road. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah, he's definitely Lucian.
Listen, that's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, there's the stab.
Because I haven't seen G for a years though. I haven't seen him for. Is he alright?
He's good, man.
He's
I spoke
good,
to
yeah.
him just the other day. He's good. Literally, I spoke to him the other day. But anyway, we're back to the
Let's
podcast.
go,
man. It's not a phone call, man. You're official. He's from the bit.
He's so happy.
He's
so happy.
That's certified.
He's so
Got the
happy.
stamp. You're certified. We're here, man. It's mad. It's mad.
So
It's mad.
happy
We
that
have to
God
talk
knows
about
it.
it differently. We have
Of
to chop
course,
up.
but you know what's mad, yeah? Because I speak about it on our show.
Yeah.
I just like, nah, man, you're not from. I said, Chris, just because you don't understand, that was my area. That's where I grew up.
Tell him about the 70s babies.
Thank you.
Come on.
But you know what? So but you lot are 80s.
Yeah.
I feel the 80s. I'm not gonna say that the 80s was a all right decade to be born.
The best.
No. The
Best.
70s was better because we had the. All right then. This is what I will say. We had more connection with
Jamaica.
Jamaica. For some reason, this is what I realized.
I understand that.
Anyone under a certain age, like you don't really hear them speaking patois properly. You don't really hear it.
Yeah, the generation now.
But the 80s
gone, it's
babies,
fucked.
we're the creators of it though.
100.
It starts with us.
The
We're like
slang.
the hybrid. We had the best of you,
You
lot,
had-
and
you're
then
the
we
hybrid.
went through the transition of the changeover.
Yeah.
Tell
It
them,
stops
Chris.
with us.
Tell
Do
them,
you understand
gal.
what I'm saying? Every time you go back to the classics, 80s,
Tell
it was
them,
around
gal.
that time, even if it was made before it bust in the 80s.
Yeah, but you
Do you
Tell
understand
them
what
again.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but-
Honestly, I do feel
I-
like we're the elite.
A little bit louder.
No, but you lot,
Elite.
but
Yeah.
being born in the 80s is different from living in the 80s. You lot
Yeah.
were young in the 80s. So when things was happening in the 80s, I was living. When it come to the 90s, I was raving to that music. You lot were just experiencing
I see,
it through
I
your
see.
older
I see what
brothers.
you're saying.
You
Yeah, no, I
lot,
hear what
they
you're
had
saying.
it through
I
their
hear what
older
you're
brothers
saying.
and
I hear what you're
uncles. Where
saying.
I was living that. So
Yeah.
when we was going to the garage raves,
Yeah, some of the stories sound lit, the man them
Yeah,
talk.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
you
it's true.
understand?
It's
When
true.
we was in the
It's
garage
true.
raves, we was going
It's true.
Coliseum and then play. You could have got your nose was running, brother, and you're there wiping your bogey on your shirt.
but nothing what going in them reds. You man just on what was it the man that on Cuba?
Them man, there was.
Acid race.
Collie was lit, but the back of Collie did smell.
No,
Yeah,
real
blood.
talk.
It's bare Cuba.
did.
The back of the rays with the stink of Cuba.
No, to be
But
fair,
no, but yeah.
but it was a mad time because we kind of was raving around the time where the music was great, and what the music that was being produced was the first time that
Yes.
British music was
Yeah.
like raw. Black British was bringing out music like our own genre, and but then that's when the drugs came into it, and then the bad man was in the rave. So we're in there now, and it's normal people like me in there, brother. And you're standing next to a brother that's ebb like tree man. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Man, got all teardrop down his face. You're like, oh, that's a nice tattoo. You don't even know what you mean then. You understand? So it was a weird time because people was going out to enjoy themselves, but when you looked around, it was like there was some brother. When I say there was some bad, wicked man in raves, I remember I used to go. Even when you go to like Roseberries, when you go in places where they play nice music for you to scrub down, girl. There's madman in there, brother. Man smoking crack in the rave.
Yeah, because it was legal to smoke back then.
Who?
In clubs
Where?
as well. No, it's legal to smoke. I said smoke. Smoke in general is legal to smoke in clubs.
Yeah, it was,
so-
it was. You could not crack.
No,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
crack.
Oh, yeah.
Not crack. No, not crack. It was
I
legal.
never ever saw that rule.
No, it was legal to smoke back then. So it's like man smoking and then they're just sprinkling their shit. Do you get what I'm saying? It was
But the
like-
80s babies got that all out of here because you can't be in a 80s babies rave and be smoking crack. You wouldn't be
It's true.
able to
It's
do
like, How
that.
you doing? You look cool, man.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, but
smoking.
it was a different time. But also as well, I feel like we were the first generation to experience certain things. So like my uncle's generation, like right, our grandparents now, for example, they were quite placid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just came here to work, earn their money, and built like have their house, maybe go back to Jamaica,
Yeah.
maybe if they stayed here.
They
long as got
partied
no
a lot
mortgage.
though, you know.
Who? My grandparents.
My parents did anyway. Shubin.
Yeah, but that was more my uncle's generation that they would have like.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
so.
it's the uncle.
Yeah,
the aunt.
yeah,
They
yeah.
used to have the dances.
Yeah, have the
Yeah.
dances
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah.
So
Facts. And bare baby
Come
mothers.
on.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
bare baby
Tight
mothers.
flares.
And the bare baby mothers. That was the uncle.
Yeah.
That was the uncles more with the bare baby mothers.
Yeah.
You know with the tight flares and
And
they
the
couldn't even
rastas.
get too
Yeah, yeah.
low.
Yeah.
Cause the trousers were too tight.
you know what's you know what's mad though? I still remember my dad used to have a kerchief.
Yeah.
Brother, how you walk around and your girl is and you got a bare bogey in your pocket? You know how mad that is? That's a madness to me, you know. Man chatting to girl, all I was like,
One to go in every suit. That's one to go in every suit.
but we've kind of lost that
Yeah.
dressing. Do you know what I mean? Like dressing up. We don't really we only dress up when
No, it's just generations. Like the granddads now, they're gonna be like in tracksuits
that's what I mean.
and trainers. Who wants to be? Who wants to just be
Literally.
chilling on?
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, who wants
Yeah.
to just be chilling on a normal day, shoes and trousers though?
No one. But that's what I'm saying. We've lost.
But at 80 o'clock, at 40 now looks different to you. Remember your
Yeah.
your dad at 40 and your people at 40.
Yeah, they look
look
old, bro.
old and pop down.
Old,
When you reach the fourth floor, you're gonna put that's it. Like,
Yeah.
old,
Yeah,
guys.
it's not
That's
old
all
though.
changed
Yeah,
again.
because
Yeah.
when I look back on when my parents was my age,
Yeah.
I thought they were old then.
Yeah.
Bro,
and they
I
were
thought
moving
they
like they were
were-
old
Yeah.
as well. They
I
were
always
moving
thought
different.
that. Like I said to myself, like when I was a little kid, I had no sense in it. So I said, nah, when I get to 50, I want to die. Because being at that age just looks boring. That was my theory.
Chris is mad dark, man. Chris is boxing up his
I
dad.
know.
Where are you going with all of this? Shit. Is everything okay? You know the way? Shit. But anyway, carry on.
But it went until I started gymming. Why? I know you lot are like that. But until I started going to Kim sessions. And I started seeing people at 50 looking young. And I said, right, there is life at 50.
Yeah.
So, but before then, I thought being 50 was old because my parents made it look old. You understand? And then I thought, no, okay, I can live to this age. So,
Yeah.
You know what's mad, yeah? You're correct, Chris. I remember I looked at my grandparents, my parents' wedding photos with my grandparents in it. And at the time, because you know when you look back, it's weird how your memory works. When you look back, it's like they never age. It's like they've always just been old. When I look back and I worked out how old they was, I said, pussy clot, no way. No way.
25.
Chris, I had the calculator in my hand for about 3 hours. I said, there's no way. That shit was 37. I couldn't
they
believe
made it look old, innit?
I couldn't believe it because my mum got married when she was 21.
Oh,
So
it's young, you know.
so my gran would have been 40 or 41. And I'm saying there's no way this woman's 41. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's the tasks. It's the things what she had to do.
She was
Whether they
dealing
had
with
to
a
do.
lot.
Do you ever?
She's dealing with a lot.
Sterling, she's dealing with too much.
Holy fatigue.
There's no way that was 40,
She said
41.
she's dealing with too much to look for.
That was too much, Sterling.
I know.
Do you know how mad that is? So even now, I've got my eldest is in his late 20s, and my kids don't look at me like I'm old, but I'll wear the same clothes as them. Like they'll be like, "Oh, Dad, where do you get those trainers? Where do you get?" This is the first generation that's ever happened. I never looked at my dad's shoes. As well.
We get
Never.
them.
No way.
Uncomfortable
No
shoes
way.
from.
No way. What's the youngest age
shoes.
of woman that you would date?
Right now,
Right
like 51.
now. Yeah.
If I
I think.
my man's trying to get
You
a
don't
viral
want
clip in
you
that.
don't want
Nah, man, we've
you
got
don't want
it,
to sound too naughty.
No, I would, no, on the real, I'd say like early 30s. He's the youngest, very
Early
youngest.
30s?
Early 30s.
Because as a 30-year-old woman,
That's
I
a
think that
20
you're
year
grown.
old.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
20
Fully
years
grown
adult,
woman. Know
fully
yourself.
grown woman.
You're supposed to have yourself together.
Yeah,
by
Yeah,
your
yeah,
early
yeah. I
30s.
can hear that.
Yeah, I can see.
all.
I
What
did he
wouldn't
say?
look
What
at
did he say?
that
He's
as
lying?
anything.
No,
I'm
no.
saying
We're having our own conversation.
You get early 30s. I'm like, that's a whole 20-year difference, bro.
Yeah, but it's 20-year difference.
You
but
could be a daddy. For real.
I could be a dad. All right then,
50 with a 30.
mid 30s. Mid 30s.
Yeah, mid 30s, early
30s, man.
mid 30s.
But
I don't
yeah,
think
but-
that's a. I don't think that's.
Mid 30s didn't
because
sound
in
bad.
our
Yeah.
grandma's generation, like they used to. The age gap was bigger then. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, 100,
Like my
100.
grandma and granddad, like they've got what over 10-year gap.
Yeah.
My granddad just passed, but they was together for over 60, married over
Wow.
60 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, 10 years is not that bad. But I feel like we're just aging
Yours is
different now
20.
anyway.
Yeah,
We're aging
There's nothing wrong
different.
with it. They say this thing half your age plus 7.
Plus 7.
And
So,
when I've looked at it, it can work still. When I've
Half
done the
of your
maths,
age.
that's what they say for a man. Half your age plus
so
7
what's that?
can
22
work.
plus 29 then.
Yeah.
So I'd be like,
Okay.
Oh,
That
okay.
makes sense.
Half what you are.
It's not
and then
22,
half
mine's
what you
22.
are,
22.
basically. Okay.
Well, you said, I thought you said 22. Yeah.
yeah, 22 plus 7, so it'd be 29. 20,
The only thing is, I feel like you look at it differently when you have children.
That's what it is
Especially
for
when
me.
you have big kids, because you feel like
Yeah,
you're
'cause when I
dating
speak to-
someone
when I
like
speak
your
to
kid,
women-
especially
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you've
go on.
got like
That's right.
late teens, early 20s as a child. When you look at the characteristics, behaviors, and of your child and children, even his peers or her peers,
Too relatable.
Yeah.
then you have to look at yourself and think, does it match?
Yeah, there's
Is this
no
gonna
way.
Be,
Every
are we
woman
going
I
to be
know with
aligned?
children of that age,
do you
of
understand?
age,
Yeah.
every woman I speak to of a woman with children of say 20s,
Yeah.
they say they don't like the idea of an older man around it because they think that way. Like
Yeah,
they think
that's
they
I
imagine
said
the
it
traits,
makes you
exactly
think.
what you
It
say.
makes
Yeah,
you
you're
think
right.
differently. If you've got a daughter and you see her and she's young, you look at those things, so you think, do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? You
Yeah.
definitely get different, more mature ones.
But
And
my
stuff
brethren,
like
them,
that,
my
but
brethren,
yeah.
them, that's your age, they're always saying to me, they're saying, what, 30s, them 30 ages, that's what
Yeah.
they're looking for still.
What?
Yeah, it's-
Gyal.
Yeah, my brethren of.
I guess because
age
that's
you.
when girls really start getting like in
I
their
think there's nothing
maturity,
wrong with in your 30s.
But I think that I think in their 30s is when.
start establishing themselves.
Yeah, but they're
as
also
well.
they're trying to start a family now. Maybe they're settled down. They've
Because they're what, like, I think it's like 35, they say that women's, what's that, baby thing starts going down, innit? Is it declining? After
The eggs stop
35?
egging.
Yeah. So I guess
the
women,
quality of the eggs.
yeah, some women start getting like, I want to have a youth now and have a
Yeah,
family.
but I'm not having no more kids, man. But,
I mean, you got-
So how
Four.
can you? But then that's gonna be a
Yeah,
that's
the
gonna be a
next issue
thing
then.
with it then.
Yeah.
So you're going to
because
be with someone with just children already then? Because suppose she's 32.
Blended, yeah.
because she's
And
in
now
her
she needs to
30s,
have-
yeah.
yeah.
I'll
no,
rather,
but I'm not on the market anyway. But
Yeah.
I'm saying if I was,
you were, how
if I
could you?
were, if I was, I would have no more kids. So if she ain't
I hear
got
it.
none, then she's not having.
I wouldn't
none.
want
I
to
don't
be
want-
running
I
up and down
understand.
I don't
Yeah,
want
no,
no
you're
youth.
mad.
You wouldn't want them more.
I see. When
How
I look
much
at my
use she
brethren
got?
running after little youths, now I
It's
feel
too
like it's.
Don't
I ain't got
that's
time.
me right
How
now.
much, how much
yeah.
children? Two. See, I got none, and I don't want none. So I'd rather be with a woman that's like at least
That's
got
got
one
killed
child,
kids,
so
yeah.
she don't have to bother me to.
Why
get
don't
one.
want? Why don't? If you don't mind me asking.
Why
Yeah,
don't
ask
I
him,
want
ask him,
none?
ask
Why you don't want a
I
children?
don't like the responsibility. Time.
Selfish.
Yeah.
But so
Rags.
do you think you could be a good stepdad then?
Yeah, I'm like a fun.
Sounds
I'm
like
a
it.
fun guy, innit?
Yeah, but all right then.
I'm Mr. Good Time man. So it's like I'm like that with everything. So it's like I could be like the fun uncle. You know what I mean? And like if I'm with a woman and a child's there, then I'm what's the word? Entertaining.
So let me ask you then, because
Because I can get them back. I don't have to see them.
But
tomorrow.
yeah, I get that. But this is my whole thing. But if you're actually, but that's mad, isn't it? If he's saying he's prepared to be with a woman with a
Yeah,
child,
then
you're taking that role as a dad.
No, I'm not.
Why?
Not. It's not that deep. It's not like I don't have to pressure him for shit because it's not my child. I'll obviously
I understand
all
what
I
you're
have to
saying.
do with this child is be a good role model.
Yeah, but what if they
I
don't,
don't
have,
have
a
to
dad
be
in
a
their life?
dad.
Yeah, but what if they don't have a dad in their life?
I can just still be a good role model, but not a dad.
Yeah, but
dad's
you're with the
different.
mum.
And I can still be a good role model and be, give the child good advice or whatever. But the dad might also be in this child's
No, but
life
that's
as
what I'm saying,
well.
but if the
And you don't want
child's
to
not-
overstep boundaries either.
Of course, I get that. But if the child's not got the dad in their life,
Yeah.
then you have to take that role.
No.
You
I'm
have
not
to.
taking
You
shit.
can't be with a woman with a child and not take that role.
I can be with a woman and still be a good role model to a child, but I don't have to be a dad.
I think Chris is actually branches. I thought branches was an act, but I'm thinking that Chris is actually branches. I think he actually is. I think he's not
It's a big kid.
Yeah. Now I'm seeing it now. Like, he ain't joking.
You done all the thing, obviously. Yeah. No, you too mad. Yeah.
No, I know. I get what you're saying, Chris. And I understand where you're coming from, but I'm saying
I know what you're
the
saying.
responsibility of when you go into a woman's life who's got a child, if they don't have a dad and you're with the mum,
Yeah.
you have to take on that role.
I understand that, but there's certain things that I don't always have to do. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not
You can
my
walk
child.
away
So
from.
he feels
Yeah.
he doesn't
That's
feel
what
totally
I can walk away
obligated.
from if
But
needed.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So then you're not really taking that role seriously
Serious,
then.
yeah.
Because that is
You're
a
not
big
fully- you're
that's
not
a big
always fully
that's a
in.
big responsibility. That's a huge responsibility.
No, I mean, when you date a girl that has a child, you have to accept it as a package.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So it's like, but it's different from having a child. There's a different bond because you see yourself in this child, and I'll probably be a bit, what's the word? I'll be a bit more worried knowing that
If
it's
it's your own.
my child.
Okay, yeah.
There's this other element you have, this guidance thing, there's this nurturing thing, and this scared and call me when you're home. And you know what I mean? Are you at school? Is it? Do you know what I mean? Really, you become probably more protective when you know it's your child. Whereas this child, you still can do the stepdad role, but at the end of the day, why? I don't mind.
If you get licked down, you get licked down.
Yeah.
No, I
Didn't say that.
No, but
you
that's
said it.
No, but,
I know me.
No, but
you get what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying. But
There's less
but I'll be
pressure.
honest with you. I think it depends on what.
If it does bad in school,
It's not my fault. It's
not my
it's
genes,
Not my genes.
not my brain.
No, but I think it depends on when you went into the child's life.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you went
Yeah,
into
you'll
the,
grow to
if
love
you
and
went into
love
if you went into the
the
child's life when
child.
the child's like 12,
True.
maybe I can understand that. But if you went in the child's life when the child's 1, 2,
Yeah.
now
That child's looking at you as
Different
as
that
his
child's,
dad.
do you understand?
He might want to call you dad at a certain
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's different.
Chris.
You don't know because you haven't done it. But he's fearful of it. That's because of the things that you just said that you don't want to do. That's fear.
I got.
You understand what I'm saying? Honestly.
I need counselling
Yeah, definitely 100%.
Yeah.
because I got attachment disorder.
Yeah.
I respect
And a
the
lot of
honesty
people have
still.
it,
Yeah.
but they don't understand what it is.
Yes, yes.
I don't even like seeing bills. I get anxiety
Yeah.
when, like, I
Scared
go
of
to my
letters,
letterbox.
yeah,
I have
true.
attachment disorders. Anything I buy, I pay cash.
Are you scared of subscriptions? Like Netflix or them thing there?
No, that's all right.
Okay.
Because I don't see it. But like bills, when you know it's coming through your door and that, I rather like see all my electric, my gas, I pay
Yeah.
that off. Like I put like a big £100 or something on it, my electric and my gas, 100 each. So I know that's gonna last for a while.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't like seeing letters every
Yeah,
month for
yeah.
that does my brain in. I don't like the attachment to anything. So that's where I get scared if someone starts like I remember one girl said to me, "Well, I'm thinking about getting married. You see the way my throat lock up." I didn't realize that shit happens, you know. She said, "I want to get married." Here's me, and it actually happened naturally. I didn't even, I couldn't breathe because the attachment started. I started thinking about all the attachment. I started getting scared.
Are you attached to anything then? That maybe not like. All right then. Can I just say though, what's mad is
So
the relationship that you got with your mum.
yeah,
You know what I was going to say?
that's
the
the
same thing.
only
Yeah.
person. The only person.
Because
He's so
only
close.
person.
Stevie Wonder can see how you and your mum are.
Brother,
Yeah.
Even
The
my,
relationship
even my,
between the two
even my
is
little
mad.
brother told me, he goes,
Aw,
"You
big
don't
up
give
your
a
mum."
shit about no one apart from mum."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I don't care. That's who I want to care about. Is my mum. Do you get what I'm saying? My mum is my only love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be attached to her to the day.
No, I get
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Do you know what? I do get that. I just I always worry about Chris. No, I worry about him
No, I
because
hear you.
Yeah.
you're missing out on so much in life.
So much.
Brother,
Like what?
Chris, I swear to you, when I speak to him about my kids, yeah. Oh, brother,
I couldn't think of anything worse, bro.
You don't understand, brother. Nothing gives me more pleasure than my kids. Nothing.
I could not think of anything worse. You know what it is? Because you lot don't promote it well to me.
How?
Every time I'm around people, they never really have they never really have nothing good to say about their children. And I don't say it in a bad way.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, you know what I'm saying? You lot are, most people are cussing off their children. Oh,
you're
this
right,
fucking.
you're right.
Yeah.
So
You're
how
right.
is that going to promote the game to me?
And all the parents are crying when school
Yeah,
holidays.
but,
Yeah.
but you wait, no, but you wait for that.
Come
you
on.
wait for that 1% when they win a sports day match. I'm so proud of him. But majority of the time, you're cussing the child. How am I gonna buy into something like that? Like if that 1%, that's all you lot are waiting for.
Nah,
No,
man.
bruv. And then sometimes they turn around and tell you to fuck off. Are you mad? I don't want that in my life. Sorry, that's not for me. Do you know
But
what I
you
mean?
did say that you was a good uncle as well.
Yeah, I can
And
be
I
that.
have an uncle that he doesn't have any kids. And a lot of the time is there's a difference of being a good dad and being a father figure.
Yes.
So at the same time, maybe you're not a dad, but you fathered many.
Yeah, I can do
you
that. I can
understand
do
what
the
I
role
mean.
model thing. You get what I'm trying to
said
say?
no.
He said no.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do the
But
dad thing.
yeah,
Do you know what though? And do you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? And this is what you realize yourself as well. You realize how important love is in life. And if your love is only to your mum, do you know how much you could be experiencing if that love you shared it with?
Do you know how much things I love?
What
I
else?
love things outside of that. I don't have to love children. I can love loads of things.
No, I'm not saying you have to have
Hobbies.
children. I don't.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
Pum pum. You
knew
know
that
what
was
I'm saying?
coming. If you didn't say that, you know.
Everything-
Yeah.
There's
I
so
knew that
much
was
things
coming.
you can love. You know what I mean? But you don't have to necessarily put love into. Children ain't everything, bro.
No, not children.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not saying
mean-
necessarily children, but I'm saying like even if it's not your child and it's raising somebody else's, I feel like you gain so much and learn so much about yourself.
Yourself.
But suppose you're with a girl and she wants children, but you love her already. You're already with her. So what are you gonna do? Leave her?
Probably.
Really?
It's not even a bad thing. I'm not even saying it. What am I going to do? I'm not going to give you children. I don't want to give you
Fair
children.
play. If that's what you want, that's up to
So
you. innit?
if that's what you want and I don't want that, then we have to part ways. Because I'm never going to let someone weaken me for my decision. That's not my decision.
but how can you weaken your legacy? Because that's what you're
Exactly.
leaving with your child. Your
Yeah,
child's
yeah,
your
that's
legacy is going to be a
strengthening
part
your
of your
legacy, if
legacy.
anything.
My
What do you mean?
legacy's online, blood.
That's baby's
Yeah.
branches.
You think he's gonna have a change of tune?
I think.
You know, like when you get older,
Do you
your
know what-
days change, less people come around, they're dealing with their families.
Yeah.
I don't
It's just
know,
what you
man,
have to
Chris.
I'm telling you what, yeah?
I just feel like he's
All
going
right,
to change
can
his
I?
tune when
No,
he gets older.
no.
I think if you add a
Everyone
child
keeps saying
experience,
get older.
his whole. his
I'm
opinion.
telling you,
Let
I've
me
told
explain
him
something.
that.
Let me
Yeah.
explain something, yeah? I grew up in my home, yeah? And I got two brothers, mum, dad, yeah?
Okay.
In my house, I felt alone.
Yeah.
I've been in my room. You get your food. You don't even sit on the table with family and all talk. We all just went up to our rooms. So when I moved out by myself, the first day, I didn't even feel scared. I felt like I've been alone anyway. So I'm comfortable being by myself. A lot of people ain't. For instance, my mum is used to having children around her. So if she's in that empty house by herself, it kind of worries her.
bothers her,
yeah.
So she like, where you there, son? So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I know she's probably a bit lonely. So I'll drive down there, keep her company.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I don't need that.
Now, I can relate to that, you
Understand?
know, Chris.
Yeah.
But my thing, because I was the same as that as well. Because my house was a certain kind of way. I was the same as that, and I can relate to it. But I felt alone, even though I would have had enough people around me. I had a very lone mindset. But the difference is, the first time I felt I wasn't alone is when I had children. That's when I felt I wasn't
Yeah,
alone. That's when I
straight.
felt like I've got something here.
Yeah,
now.
and you'll
Understand?
never be alone.
And then from there, the love I've managed to send that direction has helped me open up my heart to a whole heap of different things. And
Yeah, that's amazing.
Be surrounded. But that's my personal
Yeah.
thing. I'm not saying everyone's different.
And
I can
there's-
understand what
And
you're
you
there's
saying.
said
how you
you're
feel.
going to replicate what you grew up in.
That's what I'm saying. But there's
Yeah.
Do you
I
some...
understand?
changed-
You
that's
keep
what I did.
acting
I
like
changed
what
the whole
you're
thing.
going. If you ever do it, it's gonna be what your past was.
Nah.
That's wrong.
What I'm
Do you
saying is,
understand
yeah,
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel
agree.
like
Yeah.
because of what you've seen and how much you know a child should have, because you know the dark side of it, you wouldn't even make your child experience.
He'd be a
that
good
child
dad.
would be.
He would.
You'd be a
So
good
do
dad
you
in
understand what I'm
100%.
saying?
But what I'm saying is, yeah, some people in life just have that brain where they want kids. Some people want 10 kids.
I hear that.
Some
I hear
people
you.
want 2 kids.
I hear you.
10,
Definitely.
5. Some people
Yeah.
want 0. I'm the one that wants 0.
Yeah. I hear you,
know what I
my
mean?
brother.
Yeah,
I hear
you
you.
can't
And that's
force
what it
no
is.
one.
And
Yeah.
listen,
Definitely, I
this
hear
is
you
not
on
a Chris Savage
Yeah, I
intervention and
know.
force man to pick me.
He's always trying to force me. He's
saying
always trying to force me. And then you know what? This guy tries to force me.
Yeah, it's not a therapy
And if I
session.
have a child,
Yeah.
and I start cussing, you'll be like, well, I didn't tell you to have it. You know what I mean? That's him.
Do you know what?
He's a
When
pussy.
you're
He's
stressed out, you
never...
have to deal with them alone, you know.
Exactly.
People hang up their phone, they
Yeah.
say to get on
Yeah,
with it
man.
after they told you to have the
Exactly.
baby.
You know the
Exactly.
maddest
Never
thing?
let them trick you.
Exactly.
The maddest thing though,
Can't go
yeah.
to any shows because he's tired.
Stressed
Never
out.
let them
Nah,
trick you.
you want to get your beard all grey up now as well.
You know what I mean?
Come
That's
join the
what
club.
I want to look
Yeah,
like me.
brother, he been telling me that, brother. I leave the
Yeah.
grave, fam. Nah, pick that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, brother.
No, but I will say, you see, like, right then, I'm not wishing nothing on you, yeah? But I'm saying, as I'm older than you, yeah? When you go through dark times, you know, your kids is what save you, you know?
It's you.
My kid, I
Yeah,
swear to you,
I've
you're
been
my
through dark
kid.
times. I got regents.
Chris,
It's not the same.
it ain't the
What
same.
do your kids do?
They didn't do that.
What are you talking about?
Drink anything you want there. Drink. I see your cup's empty.
What's going on, like?
They were there.
They didn't do that, but what it is,
They didn't do a thing.
what the kids do, they give you purpose.
Exactly.
And they give you focus
Yeah,
and direction.
you don't
I
get
think
to
they- I
lay,
think
you don't
they
get to
test-
lay in your bed or feel
and
sorry
I
for
feel
yourself.
like
You
they- I feel
have to
like-
get up.
And I feel like they test, like what you just said, I feel like they also test you to see who's the fittest.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy at all. It's not an easy thing if you properly go into like you want to make the best of parenting.
Yeah.
It's not an easy task.
See?
And
I
and
don't
you're
want
tired.
that.
It is hard. It is
But
hard.
See?
The
I
reward
don't
is
want that.
but
It
the
is
reward
hard,
is
it is hard, Chris.
the
What
reward is
reward?
unmatched.
Do you know what, Chris?
Because
What reward? They done well in
you're
an exam.
responsible for raising humans that you created. You can't get that nowhere else.
Do you know what though?
Do you know what I mean?
I do understand, Chris, because if we're all being honest though, the negative side of having children.
Yeah.
Come on.
No,
It outweighs the
Yeah.
positive.
No, I wouldn't say outweighs.
Negative
Man said
outweighs the
outweighs.
positive.
I wouldn't say
I
outweighs.
know this, fam. The amount of times I've seen children, just a lot of work, arguing, having fights and this and that, but that one moment they just done something. Oh my God, my
When you
child.
look at them when they're asleep.
Yeah, fam.
They look so cute.
No, but I
You know
will.
what I mean?
They wake
No,
up and then they're
A
ready
lot of
again.
people, they say this. I don't hate you, but I dislike you. You're my child, but I dislike you, but I don't hate you.
I think-
and that is a lot of the time.
I hate
brother.
that, but I'm saying to you, I think the hardest part about children is the relationship with the insignificant other, like the partner, the mum or dad.
How many baby mums you got?
Yeah. So. But I think that's the difficult thing to deal with because, especially in the times that we're in now, relationships move on, innit?
Yeah.
You never really used to get the broken home as much back in the day, whereas now. You got like dad moving out, then you got stepdad moving in. That's pretending they like your child, but they're not really there. They're just there for a good time. Then you got to deal with that. Do you understand? Like, there's a lot more in the mix now because you have to probably potentially think to yourself, Ross, our next man's going to be in the yard raising my children potentially. Do you understand? Whereas that never used to really happen before. Mums grannies, you'd never see them with the next man normally. They might have their fun on the side. You never see a next man come in the
But I
yard.
actually prefer dating baby moms nowadays as well.
Mirrors,
Talk the
Chris.
thing.
Yeah.
One, they got more food in their fridge.
Yeah.
That's one. 2,
Yeah, man. School lunch, you know.
whole
All the Capri Sun.
the whole
Capri
paper
Sun and
selection gets taken off.
the little Rabina. Used to be Rabina, and now it's Capri Sun.
Yeah, the Capri Sun
Capri
gets
Sun, now you can't get Rabina again like that. Watch him, he's laughing because he knows it's cheating, you know. Man, you know how man will squeeze, you know Capri Sun, you can squeeze it. Watch him. Their flashbacks he's getting, you know. Watch him.
Yeah.
Nah, but on a real, right? Chink said this, yeah. Big up Chinks for this, yeah. He said it's because, like, if you are thinking about having a child, it's good to see a girl that's got a child.
Okay.
Because, like, see me, I've got, like, no children, yeah. So if I see a woman and how they raise their child, it makes you think, okay, she can.
Yeah, definitely can see
That's
their character.
too.
by how
But
they hold it.
also,
Of course.
also they have a little bit. There's something that happens to them. They have a bit more care. They're not
Yeah,
as
they're more
selfish.
nurturing.
They're more nurturing to the man. So when you have a woman with a child, they got this switch in them, and they tend to look after you better than a woman without a child.
So you want to be treated like a child?
Mama.
I don't think that men lack treatment nowadays. We see man walking around big blackhead in them face. I don't think that the woman them. I don't know what they're doing with the women, but they're not looking like they want to nurture their man as much as before. Because that's what I know. You use your tweezer, you take out a couple ingrowing hairs out the beard,
Nah,
you
girls,
burst couple bump, you clip
let
him
me
near
do
them
that.
and make him feel good.
Nah,
you're
you know
a
what
man.
it is?
What you mean by
I'm an act of
yeah?
service man, so my love language is act of service. So girls tend to always do that. They pick out my greys out of my beard
Of
and all
course.
that. But you see, you know when a woman stop liking you is when they stop doing them little things. Yeah. When they stop doing them things, you find out, right, you don't like me no more. Man.
straight.
Yeah.
Granted,
You know
my
what I mean?
girls never like me then.
You see what you done there? Everyone's thinking,
I'm like, Chris is getting this kind of treatment.
Yeah, but to be fair with you, if the man isn't going in right, you're not gonna get that kind of
You're not
treatment.
gonna get that.
You're gonna get the worst treatment.
Yeah.
You're not getting anything.
All right, then have you stayed in a relationship that you know that you shouldn't stay in?
Yes, I have.
And how long did you stay in it for?
15 years.
Jesus Christ.
Judge.
A pure long.
You have to understand. You understand it later. When people want you
term
to
relationship.
Yeah, you have to know what somebody wants for you.
Yeah.
When you start realizing that you're only living for them,
Talk my
is
thing.
when you start to realize that that's when you start to question things.
Yeah. And
Am I here for you, or am I here? Are we here?
And
Or
to
are we
keep
building
15 years.
something
Yeah,
together?
it's not even the big, it's not the, it could have took up to the 10. But remember that you could know someone for 15 years and be with them for 15 years.
why
And
people-
15 minutes later, you no longer know that person.
Yeah.
Due to one action that they made. Remember, you have to go through things with people, and when people can dismiss what you've been through with them for that length of time, for
Yeah, calf.
you,
Yeah,
guilty
sure.
man come there, you know.
yeah.
They're guilty choke.
Yeah, but it's just the truth. Sometimes in relationships, and you have to understand your age as well. And even my granddad just passed, and even through that makes me understand that life is here to be lived. And if you're not living it in the right way, what are you doing? That's why you're not supposed to be with anybody for the wrong reason.
But this is my thing. You see, when you got youths, yeah, you can't discover yourself as much. You can't find out who you really are.
He's so selfish.
See me?
He's not in
Brother.
the nut. Man said I can't discover myself. How much
Let
discover
me
you want to
tell you
discover?
something. Let me tell you something.
Go on.
Yeah.
See, sooner or later, I'm going to Spain to learn my Spanish because I've always wanted to speak Spanish. I know how to do Cuban salsa. I know how to do kizomba. I'm going to learn more arts of martial. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to learn more musical instruments.
Right, what can you play now? What one you play now?
He can play the flute. Can you play the flute?
You know
Chris?
what's going to happen to him, though? I feel like it's going to happen
Shut up.
like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. It's going to slap him.
No,
I know it is.
but this is what I'm saying. You have to. A lot of the times we have kids too early and we
That's
don't
true.
work out who we
That's
are.
very
part,
true.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, but
agree
you're a
with
big
that.
man now,
agree
though.
with
So you must know yourself right now.
Not enough.
He don't know
I think
himself.
we're forever. I think we're forever. As
Yeah.
humans, we're forever learning.
Evolving and learning.
And
I
learning
feel
about
like
ourselves.
different age groups that raise different children. Those children are for different purposes.
Yes.
A lot of firstborns that
100%.
went with the struggle, they're on a different wave to the younger ones that had everything.
Yo.
They might be able to do the big, you know.
100%.
Hello, good
You know
evening.
what I'm saying?
100%.
100%.
Because I'm in that boat now.
on.
My eldest
Okay.
is 28
Yeah.
and my youngest is 8.
Yeah.
Brother,
Experience two
my-
different views.
My older boys are looking at me like, because I've got twins as well, they're 25. They're looking at me like, bro, who's this brother? Who am
Yeah.
I? They don't know me. They're like, what? Who is this?
Yeah, come on. I always say the thing with the first children. First children have it a little harder, you know.
Yeah, they was
I'm
an
a
experiment.
firstborn.
First children,
I'm a
yeah, they have it harder.
guess.
Because the
Yeah, they
parent.
grow.
Yeah.
They see
Yeah.
it.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like they're
Right.
more hungry as well.
Listen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I straightened them up. Now my youngest one, he's getting the best version of me.
Yeah, 100.
That's
What?
Romy.
Yesterday I was cooking and I was there and I was showing him how to cook, how to make the sauce, and he's helping me. And my other son was there. He said, "Dad, you never did this
Ever.
But I felt so bad. I had to tell him. I said to him, "Shut up, you're a liar. I did do it." I had to put it back on him because I said, but it's mad because like as I've got older, like you completely change. I'm a different person. I'm not the same person I was when I was in my 20s or my 30s. Like now I'm in the era now. I'm so chilled. Nothing don't bother me, you know.
Yeah.
No, man. Speaking of that, how come you're from my Bennett? So when did you become like a top bowers? So I've been watching the clips and you made Chris. We're moving on. Cause Chris got pressure for 75 minutes. So I need to know. Don't worry, Chris, man. I see Chris. Chris, I see what he did to you for 20 minutes. He left you with don't you think I was gonna let you just get cooked, sir? He left you there, he was sweet and he'll cock up his leg like, yeah, man. I got 4 Pickney and yeah, I don't know what. I worry about Chris. Man was worried about you. You think you're just gonna come in just cool, man? I need to know.
You know what?
Because you're like a poster boy for the mowers now. You know? You're like the pin-up of the mowers. Man start talking about, I saw you talk about you eating arse, all kind of fuck food. Now we're doing it in here today.
Oh my God.
Let's clarify.
I saw you say.
Let's
clarify that. Hey, Rex, make sure that his cup gets dealt with accordingly when the show's done. No. Yeah, we're not.
It's not easy.
You see this, yeah?
Check it, man.
No, but this is
Check it, my darling.
It's not easy.
That's cool.
Oh my God.
Talk to me now.
When you're in a long-term relationship,
Here we go.
I know business.
Right,
You have to please your woman
Explore.
and explore. You have to.
Listen.
Where's Uncle Percy, man? We need
Yeah, we're Uncle Percy there.
One of the things that I will say, not everything is for everybody. I don't expect you to condone it.
What you do is personal, bro.
No,
Personal,
I don't ever mind
trait.
but I don't ever mind talking about it. I'm not
proud,
like that. I
yeah.
don't mind. But what I will say is, anytime you're in a long-term relationship, this is a next witness.
Carry on. They must have had the laugh when they come around. They heard the laugh when they're coming through. What's so sweet? What's so sweet? Yeah, what's so sweet in it? Yeah, go on. Everyone
Are
here.
you telling me that you've never eaten a pom-pom before?
No, never ever.
You've never got a pom-pom in your whole life?
The same uncles drew me in a room when I was about 10 and told me, listen, don't
Never
ever
do
do
that.
that. Big and serious.
Traumatized.
And I think, and I don't know,
uncle, he
it's
was
either
there as
between
well.
that and the music, it's either between that and the music I grew up on. My mind was just set that way and I just ran with that.
That's wild, you know.
Yeah. Don't
But-
fool, but still tell your story, mate.
No, but no.
Don't fool no way.
It's a safe space.
Listen,
You know what?
When must them polls not reach 51 years?
No, you know what?
he said there's time.
I still think there's time. Don't you think so, girls?
What are you saying? When you left the money, it felt free.
Yeah, man left Lucia, but just got liberated, just felt
I
like...
got liberated.
Where did you move to?
I moved out there.
Yeah. That moved clean. That went far
I
away.
moved out there.
No judgment.
And you're saying you've never done that.
Never ever.
You know that's you know that's
Why are you so shocked though?
because for me,
because I know each to their own. I don't anyone do what they
I'm
want
not
to do.
saying
But
that.
me
I'm not-
personally, it was just
yeah, but it's a conscious decision for you.
decision.
Like you're saying, I ain't doing that.
I'm not gonna get into the whole. Yeah, I've got a whole mindset around it.
That's what I'm saying. But
The whole mindset.
But,
But
it's
do
true,
you-
the true way how you say you love woman and you're quite into you love after
No, I'm a lover,
you know,
I'm a lover
and-
still.
but you can't be.
But you
Why?
see when you
You
I
can't
just
be a
feel
lover and you
like
don't
as
yam
get
pom-pom.
That's
older-
opinion.
No
That's
way.
opinion.
No
That's
way.
opinion.
Hello.
Hold on. Tell me this.
No, I want to say, because I just feel like as you get older, if you're with somebody for a certain amount of time, certain things don't seem like. Do you understand
It's
what I'm
not the
saying?
same.
You just want to explore one
Chris,
another.
what's your stance?
No, wait.
Not everything, like I said, like there's
Each to
certain,
their
but
own.
that wouldn't be
Each
my
to their
auntie.
own.
Each to their own.
Each to their own. Fair enough.
That's my
So
style.
I'm saying to you
Each is-
then, you said it's all about perspective, yeah? But I will say now, ladies, we ask the ladies then, yeah? Be honest. Can a man fulfill you in that department if he's not doing oral sex?
No.
That's one.
No.
That's just
No,
one.
and that's two. That's
Yes.
he can. So that's two.
Thanks.
Two
I
to one.
definitely
2 to 1.
can
Long
be
term.
satisfied.
Long term.
And
No,
not
hold
being
on,
funny,
let me
and not being
land.
funny, Chris.
I was just gonna say.
Go on.
I was gonna say, yes. That means you don't have to all the time.
Not all the time,
But
but-
I
No,
believe
not all
if
the
you're
time.
with somebody for a
All the
certain
time.
amount of time
So what days?
in that
Birthdays?
department, if you're a woman
like that
that's
when I
been,
get on my
if
nerves
you're a
too.
woman that's
Yeah.
been with a man for a certain amount of time, yeah, and you've been with that man and he's done that, and you've been with the man the same amount of time and he hasn't, the girl will tell you that there's a part that she didn't get to experience.
Of course.
Because if you know a woman, you understand that that part especially has the most nerve endings. I just have to remember I'm coming from the woman.
I'm listening. And I've
big
heard
people ting, yeah.
big people conversation.
There is
Yeah.
a part of enjoyment and a height that
Yes.
women reach
Yes.
when those things take place.
different.
What men need to understand is the more you tick her box, excite her and open her up, and you know them ones there. You don't know what I mean, girls.
Of
come on,
course.
you lot know.
No, but
There's a method to this.
I
Kane
agree
is a
with
big
you.
man.
Listen,
Come on,
everything
I'm
you're
telling
saying,
you.
and we're still going to get
It
back to you.
works.
Don't think you just
I'm
say
here,
it off.
I'm here for it. I'm here for
Straight
it.
it
I'm
off.
here for it. But I'm still wondering how you got the gold teeth because that look like pum pum yummy rot it out.
Allow that, blood. Like that. First of all, don't be looking in my mouth like that. Don't be looking in my mouth like that. First, banner.
Pussy juice catching me.
Brother, you know what's funny? Gal always look me and talk about. See, when they come to me now, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I like your lips. And I know that's what they're thinking. You know? I'm
Of
looking at
course,
them like,
that's what they're thinking.
yeah, but that's their business.
But-
But what I'll say is this,
Go.
yeah. I hear everything you're saying because I've heard this before.
And I think it's an
I've heard this
overtime
before.
thing as well. I don't think you should just and everybody wants
Yeah,
to.
of
I
course.
think it's a I'm talking
I
about
have
long
no,
term.
I have no
gradually.
issue with anything
Yeah.
you said. I agree with you, and I've heard it before from people I've been with. But I'll say this: I ain't fucked none of you lot, so you lot don't know. And every girl I've been with, they're still.
But
everything's
Happy.
long term.
Yeah,
I'm not
there's
saying
nothing
I'm talking
wrong
long
with that.
term.
long term.
I'm a relationship man, you know.
Brother, come on. After 5 years, you're still hawking and spitting on it to get it wet.
Nah, man,
That's-
that pussy should be wet before I even.
No,
brother,
that's
come
what I'm
on,
saying.
man.
Brother, Alright, think about this, yeah? 10 years, brother. There's different things you got to do, innit?
Hold on, are you still with them?
Yes.
Look at you with all the pussy juice right your lips. You ain't even got that yet. Oh, Joe, look at you. Look at you. And you're not even with her again. You're talking the hardest. And all that. And she still left you.
Even this was very weird. This is pussy juice.
You still broke up. You still broke up.
No,
So,
but do you know what? Do you know what's mad though? Within our culture, for some reason, it's like you said. If nobody ever told you not to do it, you may have done it.
yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
between
but
the two
you
things.
may have
I don't
done
know.
it.
I know that definitely had an influence.
Yeah.
That man told me early.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So when
And then the music.
Yeah.
And
Where
then
does it
just
come
my
from?
of
mindset.
course.
It comes from, I think it
My
comes from
mindset.
the Rastafarians. That's
Yeah.
where it comes from. Then it trickled down to the normal Jamaicans.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, Rasta man
non-
and yam pork.
non-religious,
Rasta
Yeah.
non-religious.
Nothing of the sort.
Then they put it in the music, and then from there it became a.
It's a cultural
Yeah,
thing
but
as
that's
well.
the thing about our culture. I feel
Yeah,
like
our
we're
culture.
I got a
back on
sensitive
something.
mouth, man. I don't even eat
Yeah, but they
mayonnaise.
lie. Some of them lie, though. It's a lie.
But Maffy did say something though. I
That
do
is
believe.
real,
I
that is.
do believe with what
I don't
Maffy
want any
said.
white creamy substances in my
It's a
mouth,
lie.
man.
Yeah.
What did you say, Chris?
I believe what Maffy
A
said.
lot of men lie. They'll tell you the most. A man will be
100%.
in front of his friend
And
them
then-
and
and
he'll
they do
kill
it.
the
Yeah,
most.
I
And
think
when he
they
goes
like,
to
yeah.
his yard,
100%.
he lick it back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. He back.
100%. So let's get back to my original
You
question.
Go on,
start
go on.
talking
I don't mind.
about-
I'm here for it.
I want now. All right, then the so yeah, yummy pumps I get, but still, what you saying? I saw Uncle Pudge say he eats horse. He eats horse as well. So talk to me about this eating horse.
Like I said, if you're in a long-term relationship and it's your woman,
So
and if I'm not
Imagine
saying
We
this,
have to draw the
Next door
line
neighbours.
no,
somewhere.
but hold on a
I'm
second.
sure
Wait.
how clean she is.
No, but wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's that?
No, you're just showing her how clean she is. You lick her
But
from
she
the
has-
front to the back.
She has to be clean
No
though.
wrong
There's
with
no
that.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's your girl, isn't it? It's your girl, and
your
you know
woman.
her. Yeah, man.
You still know her now. I I'm just asking. You still know her?
You see, this is what I mean. You see?
Don't worry.
know that
I told
she's
you.
clean.
Chris is happier now. Look, a minute ago, Chris was on the hot seat, you know.
When you give people ammunition from your show, Chris.
Yeah, you're hungry.
You see how you lot make me talk on the fucking show, let me come on other people's show, and this is the kind of questions I'm getting. We filmed 2 shows today, you know, already. And Chris said, come to this one, it's gonna be a dope thing, man. Come on, winners, it's gonna be good. I said, all right, let me come. The man said about the one you have butt here, and he's from South as well. That's what hurt my soul.
You're road, man. You're from my road.
From
You're
the same road.
I lived on that road. When I left my mum's, I
I
lived
lived
there.
on the same road.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked him. Cause the man them, I'm asking.
I maybe missed that meeting, that's what it was.
Yeah, you weren't there. You moved
I moved by then.
by then. Judgment-free space. But listen, when it comes to those things, everyone do what
Yeah.
they gotta do.
No, of
You're,
course.
you're not hurting no one. You're not doing. You're doing
Like-
what you want to do. It's the bedroom
That's what I
business.
say,
Each to their own.
What I would say, there's things that people will do that maybe I don't do. That whatever. Like I like feet as well. I'm a foot man. That's it. Like, what do you like? What's your thing? You see?
Like, this is your laughing, you know. This is your laughing, you know. This is your laughing, you know. This is your laughing. He knows me. He knows I'm a bad you. He knows me. Don't make me laugh.
He went silent.
You know what I like? I like badness. Just put it that way. I just like badness.
What do you mean? I
Cream
think
knows what. Cream said, So Cream knows what I mean when I
no,
say
but
badness.
in the bedroom or like
In general, like,
It's
get
like
some.
unruly.
unruly women. You
No, I
mean?
don't like unruly.
No,
Sometimes
when
I like
we
a
say
little.
unruly, we mean
We don't mean it in
I mean
that
it in
way.
the
Yeah,
how
yeah,
Jamaicans would say.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
all
like
right,
badness,
all right.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it
that
is.
kind of
Yeah.
badness.
When you
Yeah,
say
unruly.
unruly,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
she's
You
not
mean the
doing
real
what
Explain to
she's
me,
like,
give me an
yeah.
example of a
Yeah.
bad this girl. I'm trying to work this out.
Yeah,
in
me
my-
too.
We don't
'Cause
want
I
no
know- I
boring
know-
girl. We don't want. She has to be on a level of badness. When it
Yeah,
comes to the bedroom.
she's gonna say certain
gonna-
things to you
like,
when
she's
you're
gonna
in the
go on
room.
Oh, you like a
certain things.
talker?
Yeah, she
Just-
might
oh,
just.
yeah, she's just gonna go
she
on with certain
mad.
things, talk the thing. Certain things will go on. Whatever can go on, you know.
Rascal.
The only thing you can't
See,
tell
you don't
this
know
thing.
about. See,
Yeah.
see.
Oh, like one of them. Okay, he likes that.
This brother said, "Hey, this brother, that's you, Reggie."
50
About
Shades.
50
You know,
Shades.
like yeah, chatting.
What the fuck you
yeah.
talking about over there, Reggie?
So you like,
I said 50
so you like get
Shades.
tie up and then thing there.
Say that, nah,
like this
Reggie,
tie-up.
that's him. Don't listen to
Man,
him.
man got a gag.
Yeah.
listen
So
to him.
do you what physical?
Do you know what it is with me? I'll tell you the truth. I adapt. Who I'm with, I'm gonna adapt to them. I just want to be the best lover that she's had.
But
So
you
I'm
can't
gonna
be the
adapt
best
to
lover
that.
if
How
you
do
don't
you
eat
know,
a
man?
pom-pom.
You're not with her no
If
more.
you don't eat a pom pom, then you can't be the best lover.
That's what she told you. That's what they tricked
But-
you with.
no, but-
That's how they fooled up your head. They told you that as I was riding out your face, and you was just there. You was just there like, get out of there, man.
Yes, of course, you drink the sea bass and all of them something.
She's there telling. She's there fooling up his head, riding his face, telling, "Oh, you're the best lover, Kane. You're the best lover." You're just there. I am, innit? I am.
That sounds like a hostage.
Get out of there, man. Nah, you don't know.
But
I'm listening. I'm trying to make sure we both have the best time possible.
Yeah, but I hear that. But if that's her thing, like you would like, I presume that you like receiving that from a woman. So if you like receiving that from a woman, why would she not like receiving that from you?
Didn't say she wouldn't. I'll ask her. We'll discuss it. We'll have conversation.
So if you would you be with a woman that didn't do it then?
That wouldn't do it to me.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Get out of here, you hypocrite! You
I
can
haven't
see his
said
face.
anything, man.
Also, you're a he never said he's a receiver.
But you know with me, yeah, I've got a mad king complex, bro. I've got a king complex.
Okay.
I think man is man. I've got a king complex.
Okay.
I think man is man and
So
woman is
basically,
woman.
you're supposed to serve me. That's not a giver.
So basically, you don't want no one
But-
to stand up over you.
That's what I was trying to avoid saying it. The king don't bow. The king stands. You bow to me. I'm the king.
That's
I'm
what,
a bowing
and that's
for.
what the rest of it. That's what.
Is that
Put
what
him
the
in a
Rastas are
different
on?
position.
It's a big thing,
You
side.
can say we say this. Matthew's bad. Matthew said, don't worry, you don't have to bow. We'll work
the
something
whole-
out.
that's
We'll
the
work
whole
something
work
out. We'll
No,
work
that's the
something
whole
out.
theory around it.
Is that,
I
see,
know
that's
what- I know
how I was
what you
watching
mean,
Watching
though.
Sopranos. I was watching Sopranos
I know what
once,
you
and
mean.
the mafia.
Yeah, talk
Did you
talk
see
the
that?
thing.
Did you
Come
see that
on,
thing
sorry.
with the mafia? And
yeah.
the man went down on his girl, and
that
he
was-
told him, "Don't tell no one." And in the mafia,
June.
and he said the reason why I don't do it because it's bound down to a woman. Like man shouldn't be doing
Yeah,
that.
I've heard
It's a
it.
king thing, you know.
Nah, man,
That's
that's
if you were
crazy.
to
I've heard
ask me
that
what my
before.
realist reason was, that would be my reason. That's in my
Really?
mind. That's how I feel.
That's
For me,
mad.
I'm
Yeah, but in
kinda-
a relationship, you shouldn't have that dynamic. There shouldn't be that power dynamic where you're subservient to me. We're both here for each other in that space. As far as I'm concerned,
That's cute.
if I'm with my,
I hear you.
no, but it's true.
Man said
No,
that.
but it's true.
That's cute, man. That's
I'm not,
cute.
yeah, but I can't be there. We both can't be there for you to please me as much as possible. And
No.
I give you an 80%.
No one said that. No one said that, man. Listen, we've already given you the pass, man. You're working too hard, man. We already said you're good, man.
No.
You're good, man.
Do you
You've
feel
won,
like
you've won all the ladies over. They like
No,
you.
it's not that
With,
evil.
Right.
with Pounds, do you think like it's a little bit egoish though with you?
It's
like you feel
100%
like you don't
ego.
want to have you don't want a woman to have that
Something over
you.
him. Do you think
That
she's gonna
same
blackmail him?
Pounds did that.
No, you
to
just
you.
want to say
understand what I'm
blackmail.
saying?
No, it's not. It's definitely ego. It's funny. That's the blackmail. But it's past that stage though. It's definitely ego though. It's definitely ego. It's definitely pride and ego. That's in the picture, you
Man got
know.
that whole battery around his face.
Yeah, the look of.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Yeah, she looking.
They would love that. You know they would love that. You know the lit pig. You know the pig's lit. If they got that pig is lit. That's like a challenge right now. But nah, it's definitely partly that.
Settled in 24 hours. He would have settled.
100%.
Man, they were Shannon Sharp. He's paid that, man.
Uncle Shane.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie though. Shannon Sharp got fucked though.
Yeah, bro.
Brother, you know you had to pay her.
Yeah, of course you paid her.
Of course.
And
And,
you know-
she's living nice. She retired now.
She retired from OnlyFans. She put
Retired.
a statement.
Because she got to get 30 million,
Yeah,
no?
did you see the statement?
I don't know
she
how much
put
it
up
was.
That
Yeah,
she's
yeah, I saw she
retiring now.
retired.
But listen,
Nice.
weren't he paying like 50k for one cheek? Did you not see all of that?
No, what do you
What?
mean?
He
He
was
was
so
paying
much
her.
money.
What do you
She
mean
was
cheek?
finessing the shit out of it.
Yeah, from day.
You see,
Come
before
on.
everything went sour, he was like, I can't remember the exact sum, but say it was like 50k for her to like show him a cheek, like a bum cheek. And
Just
things.
show him.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's a proper like, yeah.
He did. Yeah, well, he
No, but
He was
you know
going
what?
to town with
He
her.
deserve everything then.
No, but you know what it is?
Don't know what to do with his money.
See, certain men's down. That's his downfall. But he's gonna learn from this, though. You know.
Yeah.
He's gonna learn because that's probably cost him 30, 40 mil.
Yeah, definitely.
For that.
Straight.
But sometimes they don't learn, you know. Because women are the best finessers in the world, bro.
But he's just
gonna meet another girl.
someone, you know, like he literally
Yeah,
has
yeah.
retired
Change her whole
someone's
life.
life.
Yeah.
Change your whole
Do you
life.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
But
saying?
he's gonna meet another girl, and she's gonna draw him in with trust again.
No,
and fuck him
you can't
up.
get burned like that.
You
Chris.
can.
Again.
Certain men are stupid like that.
When you got a 30
But
million hole in
turn
your
you-
account.
But money's stupid though. Money will turn you stupid, bruv. He's gonna get a girl because these men are lonely at the top, innit? They got so
I think
much
that was
money.
I think
they
he
don't
left
know
his
who
lesson
likes
with
them.
that.
Yeah.
I think
but-
he definitely is gonna have to
Chris,
think
that's
differently after that.
No, but
30 mil,
they don't
Chris.
know who like them. And
That's
then
true,
there's
that
gonna
part
be a
is
certain.
true.
How much man, you know, keep remarrying and they get bun all the time?
That's true.
Because that woman showed them a different angle. No,
Yeah, but
this
he's
one-
been married
this
already.
one- yeah,
He
this
I
knew
one
think
that
he really
woman
was
didn't
like-
like him.
Yeah,
Though. When
but-
she like, no, how old was she?
Young, like
I think
maybe
she
20.
might have
she
been
was-
like
she was
20,
young.
little
Yeah,
skinny.
yeah, 20,
Listen,
21.
they were
She's
so
19.
unmatched. You
She was
can directly
19.
see that she
19.
provided. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
19.
Yeah,
When they
that's
first
the
started
side,
dating, she
yeah.
was 19.
She was
Right.
providing a
Okay,
service for
wow.
him, and she literally saw a way to get the bag and got the bag. And
But he
retired
approached her
there.
though, you know, Queen.
Yeah.
He approached her in the gym.
Yeah.
That's what he meant.
Lies.
Oh, is
Yes,
it?
yeah,
he
he
approached her in the
did.
gym.
Okay.
Yeah, but 19. Once you tell her she's 19 and you're in your 50s, that's a madness.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what you deserve that to happen. Not in a bad way, but that
No,
needs
no,
to
no,
be, that needs to
definitely.
be the lesson that
Some
happens to you.
people, you see how you say about king complex, yeah? I think there's men out there with daddy complex. They want to be dads. They want to look after
I
the
hear
gal.
you.
No,
You know what I mean?
or they
That's
want to
actually
bully up
true.
and feel powerful by
Yeah.
dealing
Yeah.
with it. See, with me, I'd rather be with a woman that's strong. I'd rather be with a woman age appropriate that's strong.
Yeah.
And then if I and achieve a dominant space over that, then have some young girl that you can just overpower and fall up her head.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
some men, I know man, my bridging
like
them that like young girl. That are
Yeah,
just gonna
manipulate. Because they can
them
manipulate
and-
them, innit? And fall up
Yeah,
their
yeah,
brain.
yeah.
And
100%.
Yeah.
And they can't
Some
manage them
narcissists.
because I know a lot of big men that
Yeah,
can't
they
manage
can't.
young
Yeah,
girls.
100%.
What
Yeah.
they're putting on them stress them out for the whole time of their life, what they have left, because they know that they can't manage them in the bed. They can't manage them as far as they're gonna push them in make how they feel.
Yeah.
Because you want to feel like you look a certain type of way. When you reach a certain type of age, everybody knows things start to fall. How you look is a complete different. That's why I believe that you should date somebody in your age bracket, because when you're thinking about confidence, even on that level, when you drop your clothes, you know, that might be the two of you
peace
can
of
laugh.
mind.
Look how we cheat.
Yeah,
Things
yeah, yeah.
change, you know, girl, like you're
Yeah.
saying it to your
Yeah.
missus.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's a
if you're
good
with
point.
somebody
It
too
is.
young, she's never gonna understand you.
I hear it.
You
But
can't
But
even.
I think the problem with Shannon Sharp is he's kept himself in shape. So
Yeah,
the women
that's
that are
true.
So
in
they
his
can
age
still
group,
get the, they're looking,
I hear you.
they're
Still
not
get
really
the-
old. Yeah, he's
That's
saying
in
he wants
his
the young
mind.
things.
Yeah.
See, when we see
He
Shannon
wants the
Sharp,
young things.
pounds.
Yeah.
When we see Shannon
Sharp.
Sharp in them tight leggings jeans,
Yeah, you're looking
we
at him like
see an
old
old
man,
man,
dressed up
in
in
how you
tight
say
leggings.
rotten dressed as
I hear
lamb.
that.
yeah.
He's not in his era, and
At all.
he would be so much more attractive. You don't have to be good looking or not if he just dressed
That's
his
age
age.
appropriate. Yeah, 100%.
He would see a different caliber of
100%.
woman
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
towards him also
100%.
if he
But
dressed
what
his
it
age
is
and
though,
acted different.
I tell you what it is
Do you get me?
sometimes, yeah. The young girls gas you, you know. Oh, that would
course.
look so good on you, baby. Because they were trying to dress you
To wear.
how they see that. If they have their script in their head
100%.
and they
Yeah,
dress
yeah.
you how they want to see you because they want that young man because they're young still. So their energy is young. So it's like, oh, dress like this. So you're like, yeah, you look good, baby. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you look so sexy in that. And they come out looking like an idiot.
Yeah, because it
these
will
gal are
actually
gassing
throw
them.
age on you more.
I'm telling
You'll
you,
actually
bro.
end up
I
I
looking
know,
older
because
Yeah.
you're forcing it.
than just looking well kept and well groomed. That's when
Yeah.
people say you look good for your age.
Yeah.
You understand
You're
what
just
I'm
looking
saying?
after yourself. But he was, he was
Yeah.
trying too hard. When I saw the orange bag and the green outfit, I said,
Terrible.
no, son, brother. Who
Yeah,
wears
the
green and
leggings.
orange?
And
Green,
the
a
leggings.
green man bag, you know, brother, and tight jeggings, and the whole of the man's pum pum front shed. Nah, brother, fuck
It
off.
looks terrible.
That didn't make no sense to me. I was like,
terrible.
why would he wear that? You know how much money he's got or what he could
Yeah.
buy? And that's what you come out
Where's
in.
your style?
But then
Yeah,
I'll
the pum-pum
also
front.
say, I'll tell you who can't dress as well. Steve Harvey. Jeez,
Yeah.
that was
Oh
red.
my
Oh,
God.
terrible.
He dresses old.
Yeah.
He's the worst dresser
You know,
in the
if you
world.
see
His
it's like
trousers
the
for
big,
they're wide.
Oh my
Terrible
God.
dress sense.
Yeah.
Terrible dress
That's
sense.
why I always, like, even now, like, I'm at my age now, sometimes I do dress, not young, but I will dress like my kids might be able to wear the same
Like
clothes.
trendy, you mean?
Yeah, trendy.
There's nothing
Yes,
wrong
do
with
it
trying to do
trendy.
it, they're dressing
Yeah.
stylish and trendy and
Yeah.
having a, you know what I mean? There's nothing
100%.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
Bit of class, simple but effective.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, okay. So I saw something with Tyreek from Love Island said, yeah. He said that the man needs to love a woman more in a relationship for it to work, right? Do you lot agree with that?
Yes.
Why?
Because the things that a man has to deal with, as well as having a lot of women around him where you can cheat easier, because remember, we can catch belly, even those things. If a man doesn't love his woman to a certain extent, there's certain things that is external that he wouldn't be able to deal with if he doesn't feel a certain way about his woman. Remember, a woman can come with different things to a man that he might feel like is not in his relationship. Like, say you've got your woman at home. She might be just straightforward, you're doing mama and papa, you know what I mean, sexual wise. You go outside your house, you've met a freaky girl. This is things what can happen with a man. With a woman, this is something that's not supposed to happen. But with a man, it can happen and it be looked over. Like, oh, well, he's a man. But if he loves his woman that much more than how she loves him, he can be a bit more, you can trust him a bit more. He can trust it. There's a different dynamic that's built.
How can go on.
So go on.
What about how can he trust her the same?
That's
if
what
he
I'm
don't love her
saying.
as much? Because I think it's got to be at least 50-50. At least it can't be more.
Sterling?
How can I trust her then?
There's no 50-50.
Because my thing is this, yeah. If I'm in it with her and you're my woman, I love you, yeah. You don't know what I'm gonna do. Like my thing is mad. Like what I'm gonna do is crazy. Like I'm talking. There's nothing I won't do for you.
Can I ask you a
Literally
question?
nothing.
Do you know what I
So
was
how can
gonna
she
say
not love
that?
me that?
Can I
Because
ask you
she's
last
I can't even
question?
understand
She's
that.
a woman. He was asking. Oh, go on.
Before you lot start, can I ask you a question? Have you lot ever seen a man that loves his woman more than the woman loves him?
Yes.
And if so, how does that look?
Perfect. I love it.
I've seen a
And
couple man that
I
love
love
their...
it. Not the simping ones where you're taking a man. I don't think no
That's
gal,
it.
and I'm not promoting no gal taking a man for
I don't
idiot,
even like
because
a
man
simp.
should be a man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about women that complement him. They are building together. They're equally yoked.
But
they
that's
come
equal.
together and they're a force
Yeah,
to
that's
be
equal.
reckoned
That's
with.
You're not talking about... We're talking about a
When
man
a
that loves his woman more.
If the woman, this is what I think. You see, when you said you must love each other 50-50,
At least.
even if you're parenting, yeah, that woman has to have a bit that she's got aside for herself
Of
and her
course.
kids.
Yeah, but
And I
carry
feel
on,
that
carry
when
on.
a woman is all about a man, she can turn into a little bit of a yamed. Yeah.
So what about a man
Hold
that's
on.
all about a woman?
No, I didn't, because he's gonna provide. He's gonna do the things. It doesn't mean, oh, let me wash your foot, let me do this.
But that's
telling you,
what they
I'm
turn
men like
into.
that. Overly loves them,
But you're not
and
getting it.
nothing's coming
But
in
you're
the
not
way
getting
of
it,
what
Cream.
I've got to do. My role in this thing, what I'm doing with my family. That woman, she has to do for you, do for the house, do for the kids, do for the thing. So I don't feel like she has to put. You know what I'm saying? It's not that she
50-50
don't love
men
him.
are billing
She
simp,
loves-
man.
The woman's gonna love her man down. I'm just saying
Alright,
that
okay.
she's not gonna be. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right,
She
take
still
away
has
the
to have
kids
stuff
then.
about
We're
herself.
just talking about like if I met you tomorrow, right, and we kick it off, yeah, and we're in a relationship, we got no kids, none of that you're talking about, blah 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 blah. Are you still telling me that a man needs to love a woman more in order for that to work? Are you telling me that? Because have you seen a relationship, yeah, no children, none of this stuff, yeah, where a man loves a woman more? Have you seen that? And if so, what happens? Because I've seen it, yeah? A man them that love a woman more, this is what my experience, they're very simpy. They're pussy holes.
Can I be honest?
the
I
type
feel like you're both right to a certain degree. I'll tell you what the problem is. I think it depends on the length of the relationship. So, you know what happens is, Chris, you're correct in what happens when you first meet a woman. A woman wants to chase you a bit because then it's like they want the man to initiate things, but what the woman wants is for now to feel like, women don't like an easy guy in the
No.
beginning. So I feel like the woman needs to like the man in the beginning, I think. A
Women
bit
like
more.
aura.
Yeah, aura.
But you have to apply
Yeah.
pressure because you're meant to be the natural hunter.
Yeah, but-
so I'm being chosen.
Yeah,
Do you
but-
understand
but
what
that's
I'm
in the
saying?
beginning.
Yeah.
That's in the
Do you get
beginning.
me?
But then
And then once you do that, because you tick the boxes.
No, in the beginning, you
realign
can do
and
that.
now
Yeah.
and now I'm going to
That can run in
become
the start.
what you need.
I'll be onto you
But that's
differently.
if the woman don't know her role.
yeah, but that's
If
what I
she
mean.
knows
But
what she's
beginning-
meant to do with you, she's not going to look at what you're doing as
They'll run you
simping
down,
because
yes.
you're ticking her boxes.
yeah, but what I will say is the
Never
further you
works
go
like
into
that.
a relationship, you know that. No, but wait. What I will say is this is what I will say. This is what I will say. I will say that as the relationship develops, and you know that she's not there for any alternative reason, like
Then why is she
loves
not
you.
loving me the same as why is she
No,
loving me less
but
than
it's
me?
not even. No, but I don't think there's ever.
You're not hearing what it's not. It's
No,
not.
but I
I don't think it's
don't-
not loving
it's
you.
never
as
I
gonna
a
don't
be
think
female.
that
That's
any
my only
relationship
argument.
is
That's my only
50-50. I don't
argument.
think any relationship is ever 50-50.
We need to be in. If we're in love, we're in love.
No,
That's
but I
it.
don't think any
wanna hear
relationship.
about-
But it changes though.
I don't have
Sterling.
to be a priority, you know. Like all your life is me.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I'm just talking that you should. Yeah, you have to love me like.
But I feel like
But that is what it would
expectation is
be.
the
Yeah,
quickest
so
way
it's
to
not.
kill a
So that's not me.
relationship. I
loving
feel like
you less.
expectation will kill a relationship quick and fast. It's like you're expecting something to happen way before it's even in its
No, I
prime.
don't expect anything. Let
I've been
everything
around
let-
No,
too
because
much.
if you're 50-50 and that means that you're expecting me to do what you do.
No,
when
no,
I
no.
can't do what you do. 'cause
No,
you're a
I'm
man.
talking 50-50 the love. I'm not talking anything
No,
else.
but
love,
your,
it's
my
about
love,
love.
my
You
love
see
is
with
gonna
your
show
main-
different
you
to
see with the roles
yours.
that you lot
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
and you lot are outside.
Yeah.
You lot are the providers. You have to
Yes.
go out there. You have to do these things.
Yes.
If you don't have a woman that is a game changer for you, that you love different to everybody else, and it's just something where, do you understand?
And
We're
she
talking
loves
about-
me the same.
Yes,
We're talking about
but I'm
completely
just
different-
saying.
Yeah, that's
that
why I
it's-
think we're
it's
talking different
something
things,
where
I like.
You love her
Different
more
things.
than. Yeah.
Chris,
I'm
explain what you're
talking
saying
about
properly.
the balance. I'm talking about a balance in love.
Yeah, not about roles.
We're
or
not talking
anything.
about any take away the environment, take away the children.
I understand what you're saying.
All
Yeah,
of that stuff.
you think they
We're
should
talking
love
about
equally.
love.
Yeah, love, just love, nothing else.
Does Tyreek said from Love Island that a man needs to love a woman more in order for a relationship to work. But every time I've seen a man love a woman more, he's a simp. He's not. He's very like, oh baby, yeah, and the woman's like, ah. It's not. It's like I want a man that I can chase, because almost it's like in their head they think this is a man. But you see, when you start loving them too much, you've seen it in films, them geeks. And then they go with the cool guys that don't really pay them
But if
attention.
I'm being
But that's
honest,
a love language
Yeah,
thing.
but-
That's
yeah,
not
but-
loving you in the way you need to be.
Yeah,
that
but
that
I-
love can show up in
Yeah,
different
I'm-
ways. You
I
don't
hear
have to
you.
be
Yeah. I
simping
hear you.
around
Yeah,
them.
me in it.
Yeah,
I
'cause
know-
we're
I
always
know what
talking
you
love,
mean,
but
though.
if-
I know what you're saying.
also
Yeah, not
Because
think-
I don't really like
not the
men
other
like
roles.
that.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
love.
like that. Yeah.
But I also think the type of guys that love like that are simps anyway. Like as in
Yeah.
like they're not.
Yeah.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
100%
understand what you're
agree.
saying. Those type of guys are like, I'll just give you anything. Like
Yeah.
they don't value themselves.
Yes.
So I think
Men
We're not
turn-
talk about them then.
When,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but when men love a woman, this is the attitude they tend to have. When they love a woman more
But I
than the
don't
woman
think it's,
loves
but I
them,
don't
they
think it's
turn
love.
in.
I don't think it's love. I think it's that they don't love themselves enough. I think that they are like, I'm so grateful to be with you that
Punching.
I will forsake what
There's
my
that
needs
punching
for
thing.
And
your
some
needs.
of those men don't know how to love properly, so they attract the wrong women, take take advantage of them.
So
it's like when a woman doesn't know how to, and then she attracts bare guys that just take liberties with her.
Did
Sometimes
you-
that energy can be attracting
Did you-
why
Give
me
you're
one
All
thing.
right
like
then,
that.
did you go for a stage where you had a type that didn't work for you and you kept going for the same type?
No,
You didn't?
no, because I've been in proper long term.
Okay.
Like long,
Okay,
only. So
okay.
not
Fair
really.
enough.
And my nature is to look after anyway. That's my nature. My nature is I don't put myself first. As a person, that's not my nature. My priority is my woman.
Your
To
woman,
make
your
her,
family.
yeah, literally, to make her okay. So
What's
she's
him
gotta
trying to
love
worm
me.
his way back from the
I don't
pom-pom
need to
eating?
work away. That's cool, brother. I'm just talking my thing. That's cool. You got something in your mouth. You got
his way back.
Let me finish, man. Let me finish. Yeah. You got something in your mouth.
I
You got something in your
agree
mouth.
with you.
No, that's my priority. So, but for that, she's got to be, I need her to know that she loves me enough. Because for what I'm gonna do is mad. So I need to know that she loves me enough for that. 'Cause
100, bro.
The way we think, she needs to love me so much that if I'm gonna be willing to lay my life on the line, literally, like
Bro, you think I
See what I'm
could love
saying?
a woman, yeah, and feel that I love her more than she loves me and feel secure about that?
But do you know
No,
the honest thing
I'll
though?
turn into some pussy.
No, but I will tell you something though.
No
You know-
way, bro.
But you know that long-term relationships, yeah? No, but I will tell you, the long-term relationships are not equal all the time.
I
you.
get
No,
that.
they're not.
It
It does
No,
this.
there's peaks and valleys. There's
Yeah,
peaks and
it does
valleys.
this.
Yeah,
There's-
100%.
There's sometimes you know for sure that you love your girl more than she loves you because you've done something fucked up, and now you're in a space now where she's like, "This brother's a fucking idiot," and then you get back on evil footing, and then she's like looking at you like, "Oh, I love him." Like that's how it goes.
No,
It's-
it
but
does.
it's never, it's
Even
never
with a
like this.
masculine man as well, there's not all the time he's gonna tell you certain things. Neither you'll know
Yeah.
when the
I'm not
man
saying
is
that
fully
all the time.
masculine. Some men are too girly. They want you to talk too much. What do you want me to tell you?
Like we were speaking about, we said controlling and authority.
Yeah.
So you know, like when you're saying about the simping, oh, I love you. To us, when we're talking about love us down, it just means knowing what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Facts.
gonna do. I know you. I know how. What
I know
you
what
like
to
and-
do.
Being attentive.
But we're
Thank
talking about
you,
the balance.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, then be honest, ladies, yeah? What about if you've got a man that's quite emotional? Could you deal with that?
I hate women.
That's
like
a
that.
very
Took a
big
deep breath.
deal.
That's a no already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
wait.
a no.
That's a no already.
I don't want all that emotion.
A man that loves you more is gonna be more.
But that's what I'm
emotional.
trying to say. That's what I was going to say. So that's
Because
why.
you keep putting love to being simpy things. I look at that. Love is a powerful word, you know. You can love someone with strength. You can love someone and still be
Yeah.
say what you mean what you say. You don't have to show weakness when you love someone. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Maybe that's sometimes
and that's
what can cause a
lot of men
problem.
they walk in fear because they don't know how to outright walk and own their family and their woman.
Exactly.
Because of what it might look like, how people rare, you know what I'm saying, your peers. It's all like you said with your uncle. I'm telling you, with the men, because you lot got ego, that's what a lot of it is.
I ain't got no ego.
No, I don't hear it as much from Kane.
As much? I got none.
I think more from you, Chris.
Ow.
The way he speaks.
Which part?
Yeah, because Pounds
Chris out there, bro.
will say, I love my woman, innit? I'm doing for me and my family,
not
you
saying
know,
that-
and whatever,
No, I
whatever.
wouldn't say that I
But
love my
you just
woman.
look like the woman, you can't just overly love, you know what I mean? It's,
No,
it's
I
a
can
lot
love
of...
my woman.
Yeah.
And I can love her to the cows and whatever. To the moon and back.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they say. Yeah? But she still needs to love me to the
She
moon
will.
and back times 2. Whereas I'm times 1. Because that's the only way I know my shit's right.
But do you
'Cause
know
if I'm too like in love with her and then I feel like it's not being reciprocated and
No,
you
but
end
if-
up being a simp.
No, but
I see man.
I think the issue is, I'll be honest with you, is the examples that you've seen has formed your opinion. I understand that. 'Cause
100.
He's seen it
That's
play
what
out
it
in
is.
front of him. So it's
100%.
like, rah, okay. I see how my man loves this woman and is prepared to do anything for her. And I see her taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
So I completely get that. But I think that, like, you're also in a fearful space where you're like, right, I don't want to ever be seen like that.
It's not that, it's just that man have to hold their corner for, you know, like Sparta. You know they one there, Spartans. You know they one there. Just hold your
I
corner.
know.
You're shining.
Yeah, can you look at this?
Let me tell you what to get. I swear to you, there's these like
Blotting sheets.
yeah. Before I do filming, you have to give them.
Look, he knows the things
I
there.
got shiny.
Yeah.
I got. But
I tell you what to get.
We like the cream, our face.
Said I tell you what to get. You
yeah,
know.
but you lot don't. You lot
Nah, but
don't.
your man is on camera regular.
I'm
and
on
that.
camera regular, so that's the thing.
Skincare, yeah,
No,
yeah.
but it's like no, it's not even. It's like it gets rid of the shininess. So it gets the
shiny,
oil off. I
yeah.
got oily skin, so every minute, like
And
I
you
can
work
see like
with
the
lights
shine,
and
brother.
everything
They're
there.
gonna watch this back and can see your face in my face.
So
It's a
don't
bare
you
reflection.
think? Don't you think that since everybody's been making a topic on women, that men have become more sassy? You know, like it's made men become sassy.
No,
you see,
they've just
before
got
that, when
more-
you couldn't talk about it, like, remember, man and man, you know, you're not supposed to argue with women. You're not supposed to do certain things. You see, now because it's been an okay thing, you do understand that men are looking sassy.
No,
They're sassy, you know.
Some men. But
Men
what-
are always-
Yeah, not men, some
but-
men.
Not
You know
some
what's
men.
funny?
Of
You know
course,
what's
some
mad
men.
though?
We're definitely going to
Yeah,
say
So,
some
some.
they are. I agree
No,
with
no. I
Muffy.
think when men have opinions, women call it sassy.
But it's tight. No,
That's what it is. Men ain't meant to have opinion. We're just meant to be
No,
quiet and
no.
humble.
It's
When
the
we got
type of
opinions, it's a
opinions.
sassy thing.
I think it's the type of opinions.
Yeah.
Like when we said back in the day, they would be like, "Oh, the women are over there doing their thing. That's women business." I just feel like women business is women
Women's
business.
business.
Men business is
So
men
give me an
business.
ideal. Give me an example of what sassy is for a man.
When you keep telling a woman how to act and you're not a woman, you can tell us how you act makes a man feel. You understand what I'm saying? So when you lot do this, it makes us feel like that. Do you understand? What could we do better to make you lot act differently because we like this type of woman? Do you understand? You sitting on a platform nagging about a woman is feminine. Not saying you are, I'm just saying if
It's a
that's
gal
what you
thing, you
do,
mean?
that's a gal thing. Gal
Yeah.
gossip, you know. Gal chat. Girl's weapon is their mouth. So what you're going to get from us and what we're going to get from you lot is different.
But the thing is,
But
yeah.
we look to you guys for the logic.
All right,
You
can I
understand?
explain something? I think men have always been there's always been groups of men that have always been like that. It's just because we got internet now.
No, I didn't
There's
grow
been a
up with
back-
them.
I-
My stepdad weren't like that and my granddad weren't like that. My dad's not like that. My dad's a Rasta man. My stepdad is a proper yardie
But
man.
Rastas
My
are always
granddad is
different, though.
I'm not even, this is no cap. I grow around masculine men.
Yeah, me
they don't
too,
have
still.
time
But
for no
understand a
gal
certain
thing.
way.
Grew up
Do you
around
understand what
certain
I'm saying? Like
yeah.
literally, they
Yeah, they weren't on
don't
that.
engage in that.
100%.
Yeah, but then don't you also feel that there's a part of them that wasn't in touch with?
I know that they ain't got
There's
but a lot of them
there's
man ain't got
something missing.
emotional
Women were different.
intelligence.
There's something,
hear
no, but
that.
there's
I
something
agree,
I
missing.
agree
Because
there.
one
hear that.
thing, women
I hear that.
always,
I hear that.
women
definitely
always
agree
want
with
a
you
man.
there.
"Oh, why don't you know this? You should just know. That comes down to emotional intelligence. A lot of them man
hear you.
didn't have emotional intelligence. They just said, deal with it, innit?
But
Because
the
they've
lack
got
of
this man.
masculine, but the
That's
lack
true,
of
that's
masculine men showing up in men growing has created the way that they act also. Because back in the day we had more tradition and we had more culture, and we was more into role models. So the more you you know, if you grow up with a mum, she can't really show. She's not going to show you the masculine thing. She will show you her masculine because she's in survival mode because she's doing mum and dad. But that's going to show out in the wrong way with you. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
But
I just feel like it's your the representatives that show up for you that instill. And who you see as
Yeah, those role models.
your role models and,
Yeah.
and stuff
They
like
were
that.
important to me still. They were
Yeah.
important. I can hear
Very,
that. Very important.
because that's what I fall back on. When I think of what I think a man is, I ask myself these questions. Since my granddad died, I know why. Because of him.
My
It was
granddad
what I
same.
saw him do.
My granddad was a solid.
What I
solid,
shaped.
both
What
my granddad.
the man
solid
role
guy-
is
solid
supposed
people.
Because
Cool.
that's
We say it's a sassy generation, of men. But, however, this is weird because women say men need to open up and talk more, right?
to their
You,
woman.
you can't be a man's man and feel that you can talk to your brethren about a certain thing because if you're a man's man, they've not got even emotional intelligence to be sitting down with their brethren talking to them about a certain thing. They're like, bro, just deal with it. And they carry that same energy to women. If a woman comes home, I had this problem at work, and just deal with it. So you can't. It's like when women say, "I want a man that's making money." If he's making money, he's not gonna have a lot of time for you. It's like you lot say, "I want a masculine man," but in return, you're gonna have a man with no emotional intelligence. So when
just
you
think
come
it's-
home complaining and crying and whatever, because you don't know how to be a bit. Do you know what I mean?
I just
That's
think
where
it
the
comes
learning has
down
to
to
come into
like
it.
what you
Yeah,
said
go
with
on.
the balance.
Yeah, that's the
I
balance
think
and the
balance
learning.
comes in. You know he has to go outside and do what he's got to do, otherwise he's not living his fullness of providing and doing what he's doing. That's just down to understanding and
Yeah, and we have to learn as well. We have to
learn
evolve.
yeah,
we have to
and
evolve. We can't
Agreed.
stay the same. We got to
Yeah.
learn to listen, adapt.
Adapt,
I'm
but
not
I
the same
feel like,
person
yeah,
I was
the men
5
need to
years
be-
ago. I might not
yeah.
be the same person I was last month.
Yeah,
because I have to
100%.
listen and hear what's going on.
Yeah.
There's things I've learned. Like
Yeah.
when I first started the pod, I said about a man crying and all of that. And I was like, what's he crying for? He should have kept that to himself. Which I still say he should have kept it to himself. But I can
Don't mean
understand.
saying he shouldn't cry.
It
There's
doesn't
nothing
mean
wrong
he
with him
shouldn't
crying.
cry.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with him crying.
When was the last time you cried?
When I lost my brother,
And how long ago was that?
12 years.
That's the last time you cried.
Really?
But do you understand what I'm trying to say to you, though?
Yeah, that's
This
a
is
lot
a
still.
regular thing for men that men don't express themselves in certain ways sometimes because you think that he's not had any trauma in the past 12
Bare
years.
trauma.
Of course.
Yeah, but
No, but do you understand?
Bare
do you
trauma.
understand
understand
what
I'm not
I'm
saying
saying?
you're wrong. I'm not saying you're
So
wrong.
I'm saying, but
I'm
I'm
not saying
saying,
you're
but
wrong.
for some reason, it's like we have to justify it. No, this was justified to cry for this, but everything else ain't justified. So it's like I feel like even like for me, same thing. The last time was when somebody passed away in my family. But then why should it have to take a death
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
for me to say?
I'll tell anyone on camera if you feel like crying, cry.
Yeah.
If you don't keep it in because then it's gonna come out in another way,
Exactly.
shape or
Yeah.
form. You might lick down your girlfriend or you might do something crazy
Yeah.
because people are keeping. What they say, depression is rage turned inwards, right?
Yeah.
So you have to let out. If that's how you're feeling, let it out.
Yeah.
It just so
If I
happens
feel
with
to
me.
cry and my eye run, I will cry. Because
Yeah,
I
of course.
also feel like there's healing in it. I don't mean bawl for anything, you know, but if something's touched your inner, I just feel like that even shows you that you're in tune with your
Yeah.
thing.
But-
Because I can live in my thing. It touched me.
Yeah.
So that's it.
But
Do you
I'm-
understand what I'm
But
saying?
that's what you should. That's
But
what
I
a
feel
man should
emotional when I
feel
watch
like
that.
around his
I could be
partner.
watching something or hearing something and I feel away.
Lies, you know what? I did buy
But
like
men don't
fucking.
have a safe space
no,
to
I'm
do
not gonna
that.
lie. I did cry when I watched what's it called? What's that film with Will Smith? Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
The end of that. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened. I've never bought that film. You know.
I think that was sad.
That's a sad
When
film,
he had
still.
that man, yeah, him and his
Brother,
journey
I'm
with his
sitting down,
son, yeah.
I felt something run down my face. I said, spider in here. Brother, a tear dropped down my face.
But don't you feel like if you the person that you are going to sit down and cry in front of has to be somebody that you have a certain love for. Remember, you're a man, you know.
I agree.
So you have to feel that this person here, I can share that with.
Yeah,
if
but-
you can't share that with that person's
But
not
you know
for
the
you.
maddest thing,
Because you're
though?
not supposed to have shame.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be 100% real. Most men,
Yeah.
even if they want to cry, don't
Yeah,
feel like there's
they
a
want-
safe
yes,
space for
they
them.
don't.
Yeah,
Same,
that's
same.
not
Listen, one of my
good.
brethren,
Yeah.
one of my brothers, he rang me one day and he's like, Peter, fucked up, you know. I was like, what? He's like, I was talking. He lost his mum. He goes, I started crying in front of the girl, man. I started crying in front of her. I said, no, man. I said, when it comes to it's your mum, bro. All bets are off.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man, but I was crying. She was holding my head in her breast like.
He felt what he felt.
And he felt away.
vulnerable.
When
He
he
let himself
I said to
played
me,
it.
I said, don't matter, but him and her mash up now still, and she kind of uses it against him and all that.
You're lying.
That's horrible,
The
though.
whole world, you know.
Yeah.
Not every girl's a nice girl, not every man's a nice man.
Lies.
No, but your character shows you.
Yeah,
So
and
if
he's
a
having
woman,
your
if you,
problem.
yeah, you can't have a character like that.
See?
That's
That's
nasty,
bad,
though. That's a
that's
nasty
bad. Yeah,
character.
Yeah, that, it shows that she's not, I said, but from the time, I
That's
said
her.
to him at the time, I said, if she turns on you in any way because of that,
That's on her.
then
Yeah.
it's on her because
Yeah, she's a
you lost your
wrong
mum, bro.
Yeah, she's
You only
a
get
wrong
one
for
mum.
that.
You understand? And it weren't even long ago, it was a few months. And them things, you lost
Wow.
your mum, you're feeling a certain way, he was away with her, and emotion just took him in it. You know, it can happen, you get in your
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
Listen, if I think
Especially
if I
if you
think
let
too
your
much
guard down, especially
things.
like
You
your
can feel the
Benjamin,
emotion
he
coming.
must have
Brother.
gone there, relaxed, chilled out, and his body was able. You understand?
Listen,
like literally
I'm
deep what's
telling
going,
you.
what's happened to him.
Well, if
Wasn't
you,
the right
if you
woman.
watch, it's around this time of year as well, because it's my birthday. If you watch, when I did my 100th episode,
Yeah.
and I spoke about my brother, these men all went dead quiet because they could see I was that close.
Yeah, yeah.
I was that close. If I kept going that
Yeah,
direction,
yeah, yeah.
know
if I
that
didn't just
coming.
I'd
Yeah,
be like,
Being emotional.
Breathe.
yeah, and then go barley.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Because
of course,
it is what it
help
is,
it,
and
that's-
I would have felt no way. If it
yeah,
happened.
of course.
Can't help
If-
it.
It's just, but it's just
Yeah.
not. It's just not.
How can you not feel a way
Yeah.
for people that you know?
Yeah, it's
like
mad.
this is somebody that is your person. How can you not feel a way? And that's what I think that people have definitely
people
got
lack
it twisted.
empathy.
They
Yeah,
put
but-
so much names on things that you can't even get in touch with with how you feel.
You ever
With how
cry
you
in
feel
front
is
of a
you
girl?
can't. You just have to feel how you feel.
You ever
never.
cry in front of a girl?
I haven't, no.
Have
You
you,
see,
Chris?
but it's the wordings.
Oh no, I have.
did.
You know what? I have. But it wasn't like it was a dinner. My brother, because it's his birthday. Like it would have been his birthday, like a week before. And then it just took me at the table. And I remember like the family was at the table because I held so much for so long. I held it for long
That's
because
what
I'm
happens.
the one that kind of holds everyone. So I
Yeah,
held
yeah.
it for long, and it just hit me at the table. That moment, it was weird. It just come over me strong. But I didn't feel no way.
weird,
That had to come out. 'cause
You're
it
not
was-
supposed to.
it had to come out of me. Man.
Yeah,
It had to
come
come
on.
out.
When did you cry?
Me?
I didn't cry in front. No.
He did.
I don't think I cried.
He said he cried in front of a woman.
There's nothing wrong with that. You see
Nah,
how
I
she's
was
trying
on
to
the-
hate me
no
though.
way.
I was
Don't
on the
feel no
phone.
way.
He's on the phone.
I was on the phone. It was my dad. He got me so mad, and I don't know why I couldn't hold this fucking crying. And my ex called me, and she's crying, man, fucking, you know what, later, man. And I put down the phone because I didn't want her to hear me cry. The girl trying to phone me, but I'm just locking it. I'm not crying in front of no girl because then, like he said, sometimes they take that and use it
Use
against
it
you.
against you.
Cold world.
Yeah,
That's not good. You mustn't use those things.
Yeah.
You
Mustn't.
can't do
But
that.
hopefully you meet somebody that will change your vocab. Because you see, like when you say no gal, you've literally painted gal with one brush.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
experiences.
Not every
In what
woman
way,
is
though?
the same as every other woman.
I
You know
didn't
when you
paint
say,
girl with
do
one
you know,
brush.
Do you understand
Yeah,
what
I
I'm saying?
completely
No,
agree.
I didn't take all girls
No,
to
no,
one
no,
brush.
I didn't say you
Can we
did,
just
but I said
rewind?
that.
But what she's trying to say is you wouldn't
Yeah.
cry in front of a woman. So she's saying
There are some women.
there
that
are
you're
some
cool.
women that it's safe
space.
to cry in front of.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can. What these three seem safe? Go on, Chris.
Straight. My man
Let out,
does.
man.
If
Let
something
out.
goes
Ella,
troubling,
why you laughing?
my man doesn't cry. I don't see him
Yeah.
cry.
Yeah.
But if he was to cry, yeah,
You know it's for something.
I know it's for something.
Yeah.
And I am going to pray for that man. Remember me tell you. Do you
Yeah.
understand? I'm not going to like laugh. It depends on, if it's something silly like he tripped over or whatever, you know what I mean. But if your man and there's something, what's it called?
Yeah.
If you've got a real gal beside you, real woman,
I
You're
know.
supposed
you're not
to.
going to feel shame.
No,
Do you understand? The
I'm
only
not-
thing you might feel a little bit is, oh my God, she saw me cry because you feel
Yeah,
like
man,
you're
that-
meant to
yeah,
be
that
that
one-
for them.
that one stick with you for
Do you
a while.
understand? Because there's no one stronger
It
than
happened
you
to you.
in that dynamic, isn't it? So you feel like, and that to me should be the only reason why you feel a little
Your
bit
personal,
like,
your
"She see me,"
personal
you know
woman,
what I mean?
because
Yeah.
you're not gonna share that with
But
somebody
if
else
she
that don't
loves
know
you
you
and
a
she
certain
knows
type of
you,
way.
you see,
Of
after
course.
you've done that and you've let her know, seen you vulnerable,
Yeah.
you're even stronger than that after.
Exactly.
That's the
Remember
truth.
that.
That part
Yeah,
is
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
As long as she don't look
100%.
down.
As long as you don't just
Of
stay
course.
balling.
Like,
Yeah.
look
We don't
out.
Yeah.
want you in a Chris.
Like you look out.
Don't just
don't
stay
want
balling
you
every
there.
day.
Yeah,
The man's just
yeah,
balling
yeah,
every day.
yeah.
Like, after you done balling,
That's it.
clean
Yeah.
up, get out,
That's
get
it.
on with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Come back
Say
of
no
balling.
weekly
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
thing,
coming
say no
outside.
weekly thing.
Yeah, nah, we're back up. You can't just stay balling, man.
Yeah.
Then get up. Don't just
Yeah.
be morning. You're crying into the cool
Yeah.
flakes.
You know that
No.
men don't get a space with certain things that women get. You know, like what's mad? You know, like a woman can bawl. Just from nothing, from nowhere, you know.
Victim.
She just no, it's not a victim. It's not a victim. You know what it is with women? What I think they're really good at. They're good at getting past something and moving on. So then that cry is all right. Then come on, let's go now. I'm ready now to refresh. It's like a reset button. I let it out. I've let out the emotion.
But what happens after you have that cry is crazy. Especially when you have a connection with God.
Yeah.
If you're crying for something on thing, that's why they say as a man, you're not meant to have a lot of women crying after you. It will literally fuck you
Yeah,
up.
especially
I
in a
believe
bad
that.
way.
Do not
in a
have
bad
women?
way.
What, bad karma?
Yeah, of course.
If you're a man,
You can't make too
and
much
throughout
women
your
cry.
life,
What, you
you've
understand?
had women crying. God listens to women's
I don't have women
tears. You're
crying.
meant to be
No,
a
back in
certain
the
thing
day.
for them.
Listen,
And
it's
if
true.
you cause them a certain
Yeah,
amount
yeah.
of pain and do it continuously, you will
But
see.
even then, that's what I'm saying.
You
I
will
don't
see.
cause women pain like that. I never want to.
Yeah.
I hate
No, Chris,
in fact,
even if you're a gallus, you have
Be
to make them
careful.
happy.
Yeah.
If you're making them unhappy,
That's what I'm saying.
It's,
then
it's
if I
bad.
everything.
It's bad.
Yeah.
if I make a woman
100%.
cry, yeah, I don't like that. I hate making women cry. I find it cringy as
Yeah.
well. I don't like it. It's one of my icks. So I try my best.
What are you crying for?
I hear
He
you.
just don't
Yeah, I
like
know
it.
them
It's
ones.
one of my best to
We're
not make them cry because I'm like, ew, why are you all over that? Like, why are you all over me like that? It wasn't that deep. Do you know what I mean? So I always try my best to keep them on good terms and pars. You know what I'm saying?
Christopher Savage.
That's me.
I know why he's got the name now, the Savage
I
name.
know now.
I didn't
I
know,
was
you
actually
know.
gonna say
This
you're
is a
Savage,
Jew,
but
you know.
that's your name.
But I'm.
Can't be
You know what I
bothered.
mean? I don't like to make a woman cry. I just like them to all smile and be happy.
Yeah, that's how
You
it's
know what I'm
supposed to
saying?
be.
it's
It's
supposed
supposed
to
to add
be.
to her life. That's how
Yes,
it's supposed
Yeah, but in the
yes.
real
I
value
am
and make her
very
feel good.
good
Yeah, but in
at
the real world-
making women progress.
Yeah, but in the real
That's
world,
good as well.
people do get
Meant to enhance
emotional,
your woman.
and then you have to deal with it.
And I deal
Yeah,
with it,
yeah.
but I deal with it in the nicest way because the thing is, I feel like if you're upfront with them from the beginning, then if they come with that tears and stuff, then you can't feel as guilty because you've already told them this is how I am, this is what's gonna be.
I feel with women though, you have to have, you know, like when they say like re-go over what your contract is.
Yeah.
With women, you know,
Yeah.
you might have an agreement in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
This is when she's not in love.
True.
You have to
Yeah,
have
you have to
you
update
have to
it.
have
Yeah,
you're
you have to
correct.
have follow-up.
I agree.
Like that
that-
contract when I weren't feeling
yeah,
you,
that's
not
true.
feeling you, but like not fully in.
I didn't
I
know
agree.
you.
There's different things
Yeah.
now that I'm fully
Yeah,
in.
it's like,
you know, like that.
review
So
the
we have to now.
contract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
She's
gotta,
asking-
you
she's
gotta
asking-
negotiate.
She's
some
asking
shit.
for a pay rise.
Yeah.
Okay. So that way, okay, so that's something I learned new from
Yes.
you. Even though I knew this, but
Yeah.
you're actually right because the way I look at life is, blah, I told you this from the beginning.
No, it changed.
But you're right,
It
it, does
changes,
change.
even for men.
It does
Once I
change.
become
Of
your
course.
woman,
Changes.
there's gonna be changes.
Expectations.
There's
Yeah, change.
You're my woman, you know. So
There's things you're supposed to
Right.
can ask me for.
Yeah.
What
Alright
do you
then.
mean?
If-
Unexplainable.
Would you listen to your man if he said he didn't like you wearing a certain type of?
yeah.
Of
You would.
course.
Yeah, there's a difference between controlling
There's ways-
and
there's ways.
speaking with
There's
ways,
authority.
there's ways
of speaking.
Yeah,
It
of
depends
course.
on what his values are, what he
Yeah.
wear. It's not like if he saw you looking so nice and he's a hater saying take that off, you know. But at the same time, I feel like you dress for yourself as well. But with me, if you're an item with somebody, I represent you, you represent me.
Exactly.
And like you just said, make you happy. The same way you should want to make me. It doesn't mean that you pick my wardrobe, you know.
No.
But I believe that you can have an input and tell me if you
Of
like
course.
something.
How you feel about that?
Do you
Why
understand what I'm
how you
saying?
feel
No,
about
no,
that?
no. You know what it is? I'll tell you what. I think sometimes what happens, there becomes a line that gets blurred where, all right, then is this guy controlling or is this guy saying
Oh,
it for the
I never
right
like
reason?
being like
No,
that
but you understand what I mean? It's like, how do you know? It's like, how do you know whether the guys? Because you know what guys are like.
Yeah.
You know people who are like abusive. They never start off abusive. They're very good at like.
They've
So I
always
feel
been
like,
abusive.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Ways
as a
of
woman,
speaking.
you
Yeah.
can kind of tell. If you know that all of the necklines are like this is what the gal them are wearing, and you've got a problem with every, you know, I'm going to be like, I want to, you know what I'm saying? You can tell. But then as a woman, you also know if I've got a split to here, I also know I've got a split to here. Do you understand? So that might be triggering a little bit for him. Because if you're a girl that looks good and you know that people will look at you, if he is not in your presence then, it might unsettle him a bit that it's a pure attention. I go, look, everybody's looking at the fire, that split this. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's not directly him control, you know, but everybody wants to feel...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you,
I
you know
think-
what I'm trying
I
to
think
say?
as
I just
opposed
like
to-
you said, it's balance. You have to kind of
It's balance.
understand what you're
I
doing
think you've
and
got to
know
be
your
realistic,
partner.
you know.
Yeah.
And you should let my thing is you should let your partner feel good, man.
Yeah.
You should you should want her to feel good about herself in what
100.
she's wearing. I'm a man that's all helping girls pick out what they're wearing.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and I'm not picking it out.
Yeah,
they're
but I
telling
say-
me, like, I'm
I
like,
say,
what are
yeah,
you planning
that
to
look
wear?
good.
And
Yeah,
they'll be
that look
like,
good.
yeah, this one, that one, or
That's
this one.
me,
What do you
yeah.
think? And I'll give the truthful impact. And it's
Yeah.
not no, and I'm not saying it of what I want to see. I'm saying it for real of what you're gonna look best
Yeah.
in.
That's
Because
me as
if
well.
we're as a relationship, we must have already established enough trust that it's me that you're coming back to with that outfit. So you're good. Go out, enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
love
like
that.
Massacre
Yeah.
said,
Yeah,
the
same.
girl can't hotter than you outside. You know, on the
Yeah.
storybook with him.
That's-
When
I
you
love
come from
that
a
as well.
culture,
Yeah.
you step out. And if people see your woman, that means your woman looks good. But when you pick the right woman, you know that she knows how to handle people knowing that she looks good.
Yeah, that's the
it.
thing.
Do you
But some
understand
man are
what
so
I'm saying?
gravelicious,
Big
man.
time, big time.
You know, there's some hogs out there. You know,
Yeah.
No,
Man
brother.
just let his woman out into the
But
Serengeti.
positioning is everything.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
where and where you're going to be,
But that's-
positioning like that is
You
different.
know and I
innit?
know.
Yeah.
From your woman walks out the front door,
Yeah.
There's gonna be man looking at her.
straight onto her. Straight
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Can I say something to you lot though? Man approach regular looking women more. You
Than
see
a
when you
woman
have
that's dressed up.
everything
Oh, 100.
together, he already
100%.
knows that that's a woman that's
Yeah.
like
That's
They
somebody
get
else.
intimidated by
Yeah,
it.
got
yeah,
her
yeah.
shit together.
They get
That's
intimidated.
somebody's
Somebody's
woman. You have to
woman.
come when
Yeah,
you're in
yeah,
the
yeah, come
trackie.
correct.
All when you push your pram. I'm just saying.
That's
I
where
see
man
men.
move, yeah.
They move on them regular days. So the men you lot.
What
trust
men,
me,
though?
it doesn't matter. Because
I
men
don't
are
know.
different. A woman can walk past a car of men or men and see them, yeah? They've just seen the silhouette. You don't even know if that's your type. It's just how you lot are attracted to women. Women don't do that. You have to have certain things that, ignited them. Then they're gonna... A man can just see a woman, they just see the bit of the hair walking. I don't know what it is different.
Women don't look at things like that.
We don't do it like
Yeah,
that.
men-
You look
men-
at
not
you
like
look at
that.
men for certain
We look
things.
at how you are, how clean you
Yeah.
are, how you smell, your shoes, your attitude. There's
Women
more.
even
we
know
don't
when
just see you walking past.
the same
And
way
that's-
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
way a
Some
man
women
would
do,
know
but
that a
most
woman's
women
got a
don't.
but
Yeah,
most
yeah.
women will not.
We say cream. The
Definitely
same
not.
way a man will know if a woman's got a man is the same way a woman will know if that man's got a woman.
100%.
You smell different. Your
Really?
Fabric conditioner is stronger in your clothes when you live with a
Your clothes
woman.
supposed to wash with conditioner and then you can look at that man's
Remember
fingernails
that.
and tell him he's
The
got a gal.
products of your skincare is different
It's
because she's
completely
opening you up to
different.
skincare products.
She's not
Your
lying.
diet is
That's
different
true,
because
that's
she's
true.
not
She's not
good
Women,
for you.
They
think
care
about
about
What you
something.
eat every
Think about
day
something.
is
Yeah, it's
different.
true.
To, even if you're
It's
a
true.
cooker.
Women have opened.
Remember
Yeah,
we
you
did.
didn't know about.
You
and women
look
have told you
different.
about.
I
Yeah.
agree. Okay.
100%.
Straight. There's a reason why it's called a woman's touch. Do you
That's
understand?
of course. That's
Straight.
why a lot of men, why they catch themselves in certain situations, is because women look at men that are in relationships because of how they're kept.
Yes.
When you meet a man and he's kept a certain type of way, you're looking at him a certain type of way. Like you're
'cause
smelling
some man's motion is
it's
off of them, their
All right.
upkeep.
Thank you.
And
From
any
who
of
the
you
type
lot-
of woman that they have. They are actually siphoning off of that woman's motion.
Have
Thank
any of
you.
you lot been with a man that's got a woman already?
No.
Nah. Me have front seat gal. Me have
Yeah.
main gal.
Yeah.
Always.
The main in the
I'm the
meal.
main.
You lot.
Yeah.
I am
not
the
starter.
main. Me are the star.
What you mean
gal.
by?
The
Fun
one.
there.
Yeah.
Me not hide.
What?
no
Oh, of course.
fun there.
I don't
I'm not
want
hiding
anything
running
to
into
do with
nowhere.
anybody hiding.
Have you not ever
anything to
thought
do
you
with
was a
me.
main girl though?
Never,
Because sometimes
never.
every
I told
woman
you.
thinks they're the main
We
girl.
are
you know,
too
and
much
they're not
time
really
from
the
a
main
line
girl.
of
You get what I'm saying,
wives.
Sterling?
Yeah,
Some
that's
of these
that
women think
ancestral wifey
Straight.
type.
At
Yeah.
20
you
years
lot
me
think
I
that
do.
you're the main girl
Yeah.
sometimes, and you're not. though.
Yeah.
No, but you can't.
Nah.
Listen, let me tell you something. When you're a side girl, you're gonna know that. You can't post a man. You can't call a man. You know, you're creating
main girl
after
couldn't-
9
my
o'clock.
main woman
Please
couldn't
don't call
post
me
me.
because you know that
Facts.
woman is there.
Thank
My
you.
main
If I'm
woman
there, I'm
couldn't
not gonna
post me,
hide when
though.
I'm talking to
No.
you. My mouth, I'm going to be known in the room. That is who my woman is.
But
If
you know-
that's not the case, forget it. I don't need to look. Remember, you can pick any partner. So if you're not going to wife me a certain type of way, I don't need to be with you.
mean, how are
This
you?
is a choice.
But what I will say is that the whole social media thing, I would advise anybody keep your personal
Personal.
I
life
agree with that as
private.
well.
Yeah, I'm not
Don't
trying
put
to
it
show.
out
But
there.
Agreed.
sometimes
You don't agree with that.
sometimes also when they don't put it on social media, when they put it on social media, then find out who you is.
Yeah.
Because they've also you see, there's a thing about there's a thin line between privacy and being a secret. Do you understand?
No,
And yes,
no,
it
yeah,
is because
sometimes-
some of them are hiding you.
Sometimes.
Some
but-
of them are hiding. He's nodding. You know it.
No, sometimes.
They
but,
are.
but
Some of
what
them
I-
are pounds.
Pounds,
Some
they
of them
know.
some men are saying
man.
that they want to be private and they blatantly know they are hiding.
Some
them
man ain't
from
got
the
no
world.
reason why they.
Yeah.
You know, like us,
You're
certain man,
hiding
certain
it,
man,
because you don't want so and so to pop up.
no,
and
certain
see you
man.
on the thing. Yes,
I
it
just
is
don't
true.
like my
No, I hear
business
you,
out
but
there.
certain man, you on a protector thing, they
Yeah,
want to put it
straight.
up.
I agree.
But
It
some
depends.
men,
If you love
they ain't
your
got nothing to
privacy.
protect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they just
But they just
chatting.
don't want to put it up. But
I
there's
just
certain
don't
men
want
that
people
don't-
Yeah, so
know my
why are you on
business like
social media? If you're on social media,
You
it's
lot
showing
show
you
your
what your
car, you
life.
show your watch,
How
you
can
show
you
your
not
no,
show
no,
your
no,
life
no.
that your woman's
My
not
pers-
there?
but you can't show your
My
partner.
personal
Why?
life, my personal life is not on my social
If
media.
it's not, I get it.
None
If
of my
it's like,
kids.
Yeah, same.
If
Woman,
it's like
nothing.
energy,
Nothing.
evil eye, certain things, you
Same.
know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with
And
that.
People are bad mind, you know.
I agree.
People are bad
Also,
mind, brother.
Same.
I'm
Also, it
very far
depends on
in
what
few
you
between
want.
to how I
Also,
used
it
to put
depends
my,
on what you
my
want
kids up.
people to know you for. Like, I do comedy, so I'm gonna just put out comedy stuff. Or
I agree with that.
So,
It's
I don't
work.
want them
What it
to know
pays
about,
you.
you know what I mean? Like, even when I put out stuff with my mum, it's all comedy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's family. See what I'm saying? If I was to have a girl, she was into comedy, maybe I'll do sketches, comedy. You know what I mean? But it's not like, hey, we're flying off to. That's not my thing. I can't do.
Yeah, because you put people. This is what happens. Even like you see Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Bamba's with his girl. You see that? When a 23-year-old and she proposed to him,
Yeah.
and now they mash up.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because now everyone's talking.
Because
They've
you've involved-
unfollowed
you've
each
involved
other.
everyone in it.
Yeah, people have invested
Now
in your
everyone's
relationship
in your business.
and it makes it harder.
If I split up with a girl,
Nobody don't know.
my brethren won't know. I won't tell you I split up with a girl because
Even me.
not yet. Not until
But then,
I
do
know
you
that,
care about
not
what your
until-
brethren more thinks more than what a woman, what
No,
somebody
what
would
I'm
think
saying
of
is,
you
no,
with a
you're not hearing
woman?
me. What I'm saying is the reason why I don't tell people my business because you know how much times you say, yeah, I split up with that bitch and you get back with her and you're like a dickhead now. So I wait for it to fully done. To we like, I'll probably wait 6 months in before I say, yeah, we're done. Because
No, I hear that.
because you look like
That's
an idiot, innit?
Because that's the same reason why when a man comes to
I
me
hear
and
that.
says, me and my woman this, she's that, she's this, she's that, I don't even say too much.
Yeah,
But next
because you
minute
know.
you're gonna get back with her, and,
Yeah.
and I've done said
That's
too much,
it.
now, and now you're
That's
vexing
it.
me.
And
So
now
I
they don't
leave
even
it.
like the girl
Sometimes
that
you just
you're
gotta
seeing
listen.
now.
Yeah,
Because you're actually talking bad about her
Yeah,
now.
he's
to
gonna
your
go back and
brethren
tell her what you said.
And say, what you doing with her? She's an idiot. Why
But
you
with women, we're different. So if you go back with your man, we understand that that's
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
You see the
definitely.
TikToks when it says, you see the the man and the woman lying down and they say, after we've got the parents involved, call the police, have come to the yard, everybody said we're not getting back together.
yeah.
The dad
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
have lied, you lied on with the man.
Yeah.
You lot are on your way to go and shopping. It's
Yeah,
just
they don't care.
it's just domestic business that you don't get involved. But I just feel like you can't really have outsiders dictating too much on what you think is going to be your
I'm telling you.
relationship.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you post, even when, that's why I've been with my man before social media start. I've never made a post in regards to, like if you argue or, when you see them make a funny post where they're throwing word. I've never done that.
Before social media.
Ever.
Yeah,
Let me
20
ask you a
years.
Yeah,
question.
ever. I've
Let me
never
ask-
posted.
Let me ask you a question. Like, you're the loyalty girl, right?
Yeah.
So I guess for your brain works different, but don't you get bored?
No. Because we've evolved. We haven't
you
stayed
change, you
stagnant.
change.
Things
So you
change
see when
at
you grow
times.
Yeah.
with people, you change. So
Yeah,
you embrace
yeah.
your change.
That's the
I've
thing,
had
though.
children over the years.
I
so
find that a lot of
you're
people
doing
grow
different stuff.
apart.
Plus, it's just what I'm used to. Like that's all I see my
Devil
granddad
you
do.
know.
My mum was in, how long was she with
24.
27. No, it was 27.
Yeah, so
Do you
that's your
understand?
morals and
That's
values.
it. I don't.
Yeah.
And if it
We're
did
in
happen, and
this,
if it,
especially when children are involved.
Yeah.
We're in this.
I'm
Because
I
they're
don't
used to
know.
seeing that, growing up
Really?
seeing it.
Yeah,
It's easier
it's
for
a
you to
longer
understand
time.
that type
Yeah,
of that type of
what
method.
you've grown and see has a big influence on you. Like
Yeah.
what
You
you've
think
grown
so?
and seen has had
Yeah.
a big influence on you.
Yeah,
How you think.
the attachment
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think that if you were born in a different family and environment, you'd
Yes.
be different?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you do.
Of course.
Of course.
100%.
Yeah.
You only make decisions of the environment that's placed on you.
So knowing that, then can you actually admit that? No, but can you admit that maybe some of the things that you feel are a bit flawed? Like the whole children thing. I'm not saying you necessarily want children, but I'm saying if you
Yeah.
grew up in a different environment,
Okay.
you might feel different about it.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be
Straight.
flawed.
Yeah, that's
100%.
we're products of our environment, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, 100%.
Even when you just bonded with pounds,
Yeah.
it was over where you come from.
Yeah.
It's just a road. It could be anywhere, but it's, or where you understand what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
a thing.
yeah.
We're products of our environment. I saw Reggie Yates do a documentary on it, and people were saying you're not. You can step out the box, and he went to other places all over England, and when he saw poverty up in the sticks, and whatever.
It's the same.
You're a product
Yeah,
of
yeah.
your environment. Who you even align with, you're a product of your environment
100%.
because that's the surroundings that you're in. So who you are is going to be these people that are around here.
That's why I had to move out.
That's why I had to move to be free.
Right.
Brother,
So you see, like social
I
media
swear
has
to you, I
opened
hear
up
you.
and opened up, and then the world's just getting smaller and smaller. You never went on holiday and bumped into somebody unless you're going yard.
Yeah.
Unless you was going Jamaica, you're bumping into other families in the airport.
Sorry,
you
why
go
did-
anywhere, you see someone that
why
you
did
know
you have to
on
move?
holiday.
Huh?
Why did you have to move?
No, because First of all, when I moved when I met my ex.
I knew it. That's what I'm saying.
No, but
Pom
wait,
pom.
no, but I
Pom
no,
pom take
no,
you
wait. I was no.
So it's pom pom.
Wait a second. It wasn't that straightforward. So my parents went back to Jamaica to live, and so they bounced when I was
What
like,
part?
where did they go? She's in New Kingston.
Okay.
Okay.
So when they left, now I was here by myself. They took my brother. My brother's 8 years younger than me. He went out to Jamaica with them. I'm not going to Jamaica. I don't know nothing about Jamaica. So, and it lies. I was here for a little bit. Then I said, I'm going to go out there. I was going to go and work out there. That didn't work out. I was only out there for about 4 months. I come back and then my ex got pregnant. So now like I'm a dad now at 22, 23 now. So like I'm like, Rascal, okay. Now I have to figure things out here. So And then I moved to, I was in, West London. So I was in Shepherd's Bush. So I moved from South, I was up in Shepherd's Bush. But what I realized is when I went back to South, even if I go back to South now, I feel like the mindset's still the same, especially that area.
100%.
Brother, you go and you see the same people, it's like the same.
Having the same conversation.
And I'm like, oh my God.
That's because it's partly the roads. Whenever you go to gangs,
Not even gangs,
No,
but it's like
I'm just saying, roads is like, man, them never grow up. When they're on the roads, they always act the same. They seem like they're 16-year-old youths. I've talked to enough roadmen, that's never moved out of their environment, and they still sound like they're 15-year-olds, still not grown up. They're
Remember,
still
Kane,
talking.
you men have seen things. You men have toured.
That's
you
what
men
I'm
have
saying.
travelled.
They don't travel.
You've moved to a different end. You've travelled.
Brother,
You've gone on
I
holiday.
remember when I was
Some man
younger,
don't evolve
mad.
past
when
the
I
end.
used to see man in
You have to
Croydon,
open up your palate, man.
from Brixton, when I was younger, when I used to see man them going from Brixton, to Croydon, it was a day out for them. They all the man them, because it's like they don't do it all the time. It's like exciting for
It's a
them.
big thing.
Yeah. So it's like, because they don't travel, they become the same and they stay the same. They know the same things. They don't learn anything more.
Yeah,
And when-
experiences definitely.
When the next man
Open
learns
you up.
something now, they start
To
cussing
everything.
you.
And make you even discover yourself.
Yeah, of
Sometimes you didn't
course.
even know that you like this, or you know what I'm saying, or you would live a certain type of life if you didn't get to see it. Do you understand? You definitely have to explore.
I wouldn't be who I am today or where I
Yeah.
am today if I stayed where I was.
No.
Never ever.
Can't stay in the same
100%.
place.
It was so limiting being there because everything I saw around me. Remember, we're from the same area, so we know the same people. We know what everyone was up to, and I'll tell you what I saw. I saw people doing certain things to make money,
Yeah.
and then I saw that money disappear through man get catch or something happened to him or whatever, and it was just a continuous cycle.
It's a cycle.
Nobody ever comes out of that world in a good space, even if you got the money.
100%.
You're still like looking over, or
Yeah.
you got
Or you
the
lose
trauma.
something.
You got
You lose something.
yeah, it's something else. You have to make a sacrifice
something got lost,
for
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
There's you don't get out and it's everything's sorted now.
100%.
So I saw that firsthand. I said to myself, I can't stay in this environment because it's no win. There's no win.
No way
So
out,
if
bro.
your only focus is money, but the money you're getting, you can't do nothing with it. Man's got money in his yard, hiding it. Man's walking out his house with bulletproof vests. That's not want to live that. That's wild to me. That's your
day.
life.
Looking over your shoulder.
So I
Yeah.
prefer pay the longer game. You make your money legally. You pay your taxes. Now you can buy a property. You can have a family. No one's looking for you. That will always be more attractive to me than
100%.
than me seeing a man who's on road and doing all kinds of madness, and then you see, he's got a Lamborghini or he's got this or that. But what does that mean? That don't mean
Yeah.
nothing. There's no.
100%.
They can't even enjoy the Lamborghini. Of
course you can't enjoy it, Chris.
Too busy in the car looking to see if there's ops gonna take their head off.
Yeah, but-
so it's like, why have I got all of this if I can't
Yeah.
even enjoy
It's
it?
there, but you don't realize it until you're in it and it's too late. I've seen it happen so many times where that generation, so it was the last generation, well, the generation before me, so uncles and whatever else, that age group. It's like not that they fell into it, but it's like they didn't see another way to make the money.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm gonna be on road, I'm gonna hustle. Some of them didn't even make no money. They're jeopardizing their safety, their life, their liberty, and they're not even making no money. I'm saying, what you doing? So it's like they don't even have an end goal. They're just in this life, and it's like, okay, so what's the plan for the next 10 years? They never had no strategy. And you know the ones that were good at it and making money, you could have started up any business and been successful at it. But for some reason, you stayed in that world and you're jeopardizing everything. And you've got transitional skills that you can take and
habit
build a
though,
proper
innit?
business.
Yeah,
And
and
you're right.
there was less
100%.
options at a time, you know.
That's
the
true.
next thing.
I
There was a lot
agree.
less options.
I agree with that.
Now the world's opened up more.
Yeah.
I
You're
agree.
getting to see what everyone's capable of. A man's getting to explore certain things.
I
But
get
at the
that,
time, there's
but-
less.
Yeah.
Not everyone's funny like you know, that can run and gun.
That-
You
Yeah.
found the angle.
I did find the angle, but what I will say
But I
is,
agree with what you're saying. though.
yeah,
Definitely
but
was
back in
limited.
the day, you could buy properties.
Way easier than now.
You could buy it easy, brother. Like there was
I
self
think it's lack of education now.
lack of education. So what we'll find in every family, every single, especially Caribbean family, you'll always find that there were opportunities that we missed.
100%.
Grandparents, great grandparents' yard end up get sold for
Sold, and it
nothing,
shoulda got- yeah.
and it should have
When
stayed in the family.
One of you could have bought it.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
100%.
But it's also the teaching, because like Richard Blackwood said it as well. He said that, you know,
up, Richard.
like
Yeah.
Jamaicans in particular, like Indians, their sort of ethos is invest and keep spinning your money.
Yeah.
Jamaicans their ethos is save. You know, even now, Jamaican, me have money on my mattress. That's what they do. They just save and stack, but they don't do nothing with it. It just sits there. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what they teach their children. That's all I learned to do, was just save.
Yeah, but
But if I knew how to invest, I probably would have invested something earlier. You
no,
understand?
I agree with that.
It's the ethos.
Definitely the education. Definitely like how we grew up and being exposed to certain things.
Yeah.
But I look back and I'm like, how the fuck did you lot let this happen? A 1.5 million pound house you ended up
course.
selling for 200 grand how many
Yeah.
years ago, and the money getting yammed by one of the uncles.
Yeah, because
Like,
of what we
do you know
what we
that-
what
do
we
you know how bad that
idolize.
is?
Yeah, but
What
they
we
didn't know, they
idolize
didn't
was
know.
different.
They knew.
They didn't
though.
know.
Remember, they're coming. If
My
you're
granddad
talk-
did the
yeah,
same.
The
They
grandparents,
didn't
they're
know.
like the
It's
Windrush
mad.
generation. Yeah. When they came over, there wasn't any examples before them for them to learn.
I
off
agree
of,
with the grandparents,
of people like
but
them.
their children should have known better.
But then their
They're the-
children are just the first of.
First
I-
So
generation.
they don't even have examples. All of those ones that made it, those are the pioneers of that.
Yeah.
Do you remember everything is trial and
Remember,
error?
as
you
we've
know?
come here, we've got to blend
They're
more
just
and
trying
learn.
to survive,
Yeah.
get out
Yeah.
the country,
We've
get a
learned
yard,
more.
and
Yeah.
feed our
Yeah.
kids. The fact that those
Yeah, that's
generations
true.
got a house even before a lot of our generation, they did what they needed to do because they knew how to work.
100%.
Our lot, there's a lot of our
Yeah.
lot that are lazy and,
And
they're
also,
not
a
even
lot
going
of
to have
us,
their,
a
get
lot of
their
us didn't have
yards.
the information.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
A lot
that's
of them didn't
true.
have the
Yeah.
information
Yeah.
because as we've more evolved and mixed more with other circles and got to hear more, our generation is more the ones that have seen what certain other races or
100%.
whoever has done and what can be done.
Yeah.
Our parents now might still be like, I live for my kids.
foreign
to
I want to set my kids up. Our generation above us ain't really like that so much.
Yeah, we idolize the wrong thing.
That's
Yeah,
why
it's
when
the
we
wrong
speak
thing.
about
Idolise
the
wrong
80s
things.
babies, we was the ones that was able to live out our dreams. They couldn't because they had to work. Do you understand? My auntie, she's got an MB and everything, you know. She started in the typing pool in Embankment in one of them, in you know, Parliament and all of that.
Yeah.
And she worked her way to the top position what she can. Do you understand? Like working for the treasurer and all of these things, and started in the typing pool and never stopped. Do you understand what I'm saying? Their way in was different to our way in, because they didn't have the same tools what we have.
Yeah, because we didn't want to do that. So we idolized different things. So when we was watching, some people wanted to work that way. Some people watched Whitney Houston. People watched different artists. We wanted to be different things. 80s babies started thinking different. What we was going to do was going to be completely different.
Yeah.
We
Groundbreaking.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we understood
We was
that we might be,
definitely
oh,
the-
you got a talent.
I
You better sing.
What made you?
Do
When
know
we
what
used
I
to
mean?
say,
Like,
like,
you know.
I want to be a singer or a rapper, or
Yeah,
you
or a
can't tell
comedian.
them. You
You
can't
can't
tell
tell
them
them
What
that.
made you,
You had to
know
go
that
to
you could go and
work.
be a comedian? Because I'm sure when you first say it, people are going to be like, comedian.
But
It's
I
gotta
didn't know I
work
could
for
be a
you.
comedian. But I think that I tell you what happened. My dad died,
Yeah.
and then he was a plasterer.
Yeah.
S.A.
And I know he was miserable, brother. Jeez, I'm bread. And I said to myself, he died when he was 51. So I'm saying to myself, I can't live my life, and I don't try to do something that I care about or that I enjoy,
what you love.
because you can't. I don't want to end up like that. That's my worst nightmare, is to get up every day to do something that I hate.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's
That's not a life for me.
That is so
break
painful.
So,
Anybody.
and I'm not an office person. I can't be in the
You're
office.
creative
I'm not.
person,
I've
yeah.
never been a 9 to 5.
Everything I do now,
Yeah.
I have to enjoy, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also,
Yes.
what was
Straight.
difficult? But what was difficult for me was, I'm of the generation that social media don't come natural to. You guys you still call it, maybe. No, you're probably still a bit old for it
We
as well.
still have to have
But
people.
you
We
gotta
guys,
know how
have
to-
we still have to
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
have
you
people
gotta
to
stay in
assist us.
touch.
You see
You
the
made an
generation after
adjustment,
us
yeah,
that
to
hold
do
into
this.
it.
Brother,
They know
I'm
how
from
to
I'm
use
from
it.
a world where you don't even go on.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I had to adapt to this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I'm good with adapting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything I do, I'm good with adapting. I'm going to look at the
100%.
landscape, see what's going on.
Right.
I'll talk to my my guys that are younger than me. I talk to my son, I ask questions. And
Yeah.
then once I understand the landscape, I can go on.
Right.
You man run social media well, bro. Your
Yeah,
thing's big.
that's
Yeah.
now.
100%.
Yeah, and
100%.
that's it. Learning.
No, but
Oh, you
can I,
did.
no, hold on,
Chris,
wait.
he's not-
Wait a
Chris,
second, let me, Chris, you piece of shit. Wait a second.
I just send him the stuff and tell him to post.
No
Hey,
way.
them way there. Them way there.
No, you see that, you know, you see.
Them
No,
way
but
there.
I will say on your podcast right
Yeah,
now, yeah,
yeah.
and this is hand on my heart, yeah. If it wasn't for Chris, hand on my heart,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be where I am today. That's the honest
I
truth.
love that. Big up
Big
Chris.
up Chris.
Big up Chris.
Big up Chris.
No, real talk.
No, it's a visionary.
Because
Yeah.
I'll be honest, social media it ain't comfortable. It wasn't comfortable for me.
Yeah.
It's not normal. I'm a private person. I like my
Yeah.
life to be private. I'd put up one clip every 6 months and think, right, did that come up? I get millions of views. But you realize the work you have to put in. Doing this, you don't know
100%.
how much work you have to put in
It's a
to
lot.
get traction and to get known and to kind of build something. And so only once we started doing, because we did a podcast before, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and him did a podcast before. There
Was it
five-
the same name?
Chalk and
No,
cheese.
chalk and cheese.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So there was
five of
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Say-
I saw it.
remember.
Yeah.
Like a panel kind of setup.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
five
White
of
Yardie.
us.
Yeah.
Dizzle,
White Yardie, Dizzle,
Dizzle and
C6,
that, yeah.
me
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Chris. And it was just a toxic environment.
Yeah, too. Yeah,
Brother,
you
after
didn't look
ego,
too happy. In there,
brother,
still.
after the show, probably twice a month, somebody want to fight someone. After, like, real fight. Like, man's up squaring up. Brother, are you fucking talking? It's too much. And I did that for like, what, a year and a half. And then it ended up, I was just like,
I
I'm
hated that
just like, I'm
show.
not doing
I
this no
hated
more.
it, bro.
People not
fucking
letting
hated
other
it.
people speak, people not respecting other people.
But regardless, it was a good training.
It was a good
ground.
training ground. It was the
Yeah.
best. It was the
Yeah.
best training ground.
Yeah.
Just training
Because
ground.
what it
Fucking hated
taught
it.
us what to do is what not to
To do.
Yes.
Straight.
That was the biggest lesson ever.
100%.
So after that finished now, we didn't do our pod until probably a year and a half after.
Yeah.
So we was like, should we do something? And then thinking who we should do it with, because we weren't gonna do it with. We needed a third person, so I was gonna get another comic. And then it was like that didn't work out. And then Chris had been working with Percy before doing TikToks.
Cold. I remember.
Yeah. So they were doing TikToks, and then Chris was like, you know what? I reckon Percy be good, you know. I said, you know what? But as soon as he said it, I said, you're right. But I was thinking, how are we gonna get Percy without him being on it? I've never seen a pod with not you got like a person that you don't see. And then Chris
thought
had
of
the idea.
I thought of Inspector Gadget.
With the Inspector Gadget.
You
That's
know,
what he
you
thought
only
of.
see
Yeah,
the claw
yeah,
with
yeah.
the man
The
with the
hand,
cat.
yeah,
And you always mystery.
Yeah.
And I thought
Yeah.
the mystery amazing. So yeah.
And then we
Even though the glove didn't come out that way, it looked like Mickey Mouse more than the claw, but that was the old
That was the
aim.
idea.
Yeah,
That's
that was the
see it, I
aim.
see
It's
it.
Yeah.
really good. It works
Yeah,
with you
the whole
lot.
aim.
and then we found the studio with that fat neck brother. Who, remember the brother that was pressing the things and fucked up and made Chris suck the mic. Yeah. So then that never worked, and then we found our studio where we are now, and it's like Ross Clark. This
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
This makes sense. It's just a perfect setting, and then but I always knew that what we could create. I always knew it. I always said to Chris, I said, I'm telling you, Chris, we got something that we can make that's really special. And it's like after episode 1, I said, this is it. Because episode 1, the episode
That
3,
bang still.
it kind of solidified everything. You know, like the chemistry, everything was just right.
Yeah.
After we watched the clips back, but it just,
Yeah.
it was just there. And we
sure.
just like, no, we got something special.
I love it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
I watch you
definitely,
lot
and I feel
Great.
like
It's one of the
Yeah.
greatest things
Yeah,
on the
it's
internet.
so
Yeah, I
appreciate
watch you
it.
lot
Big fan, bro.
podcast,
Everyone
definitely.
should
Not
go.
just because you lot are
No,
here, you lot are
definitely, bro.
definitely one of my
Definitely,
faves.
one of my
I love
favourites.
some love on the
But you know the
clips.
funny
I
thing
love
is,
you lot the clips.
but it's like
Definitely.
the funny thing is the culture rate it, but you know no one ever puts us up. So we've only ever got big off our own
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to
But
do it sometimes.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
But I hear where you're coming
You know
from.
what
and
I'm saying?
I know what you
this-
mean.
That's
What you
why,
mean.
to me, it's important that this goes on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that hopefully
Yeah.
some teams come forward.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
to you?
yeah, yeah,
Because then they
of
see like, okay,
Market
they link
it.
with him and he links with them, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so it goes. You understand?
Yeah,
but
of course.
I know what you mean, though. Sometimes they won't.
It's mad because it's like the amount of the things we've generated and people we've had on. It's like you never see anyone from the black blogs pushing us.
Yeah.
When the black blogs is who makes it famous. They made Munya Chawa famous. They made Michael Dapper famous. They made all these people and they gave them names. But it's like they don't want to make us It's weird.
I
Even though we're giving nothing but laughter and positivity.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
Really?
Because a lot of these websites that are putting up stuff, they'd rather put up negative shit.
Yeah.
You know,
But that
that's-
shows our
100%.
culture,
it's
though.
mad, you know, because
Yeah.
I thought that today when I was
Algorithm,
looking at
yeah.
you lot's page. That's when I saw your thing.
Yeah.
When I,
Yeah.
when I saw that, I was looking at it and I was saying, all you man do is make people laugh
Laugh.
and bring joy.
And that's
But-
so lit.
But no one
That's
wants to
against-
spread that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they would rather see
That's
a
against
black
the
man
culture.
miserable
Yeah.
or angry, and they keep pushing.
Pushing
And it's
that.
the black sites pushing that agenda all the time.
But that's gonna
That
change,
This
though.
is how we
I
Yeah,
look.
it will.
That's gonna change.
I'm telling you,
It
how-
is.
it has to
People
change.
are fed up, you know.
don't-
so
it is.
they
The-
just
the-
trust
In
the
it.
trick
America,
is-
it's not as bad as
No,
it
no,
is
no, no.
over
It's
here.
not gonna-
They
that's
always
gonna-
have to keep
that's
pushing
gonna
the bad
change.
agenda.
I agree with
That's going to
Sterling.
change.
I don't
They
think
want you
laughter-
to trick yourself
yeah.
out of position.
Yeah, yeah.
They want you to lose focus and be like, you know what? But
Let's
don't
try
do that or you become one of them.
Yeah,
Stick
yeah,
to it,
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
I'm telling
Stick
you.
to it,
Let's
bro.
start a fight.
100%.
You
No,
know
but that's the
what I
thing.
mean? Yeah.
But if we put up a clip with
Of
me
you
and
lot
Chris
thought, yeah,
arguing, I'll
straight,
punch Chris in his
viral,
face.
within
Oh,
2
yeah,
seconds.
I'm
everywhere.
telling you now,
Everywhere.
everybody would put that up.
Everywhere.
bro.
So-
And it's how quick they see it.
Yeah.
You don't even
like
understand
if
it.
I'm if they've got me on notification
Yeah, yeah.
because you'll post something before you even try to delete, they've posted
They've got-
that.
yeah, that's right. They've
So
So
got-
you're
they
Yeah.
screen
thinking
grab
like, so
that.
how comes when I'm advertising my shit,
No, they don't
you
care
lot
about
ain't
that.
posting
That
with the
don't-
same
yeah.
swiftness?
They don't care
You get
about
me?
But one
It's-
of the
it's-
things
that's what they
nothing
like. The
don't-
negativity
don't-
sells.
Nothing don't phase me. Like
That's
I'm
right.
Nothing don't phase me. I'm
Because of
in-
where you're from.
Brother,
Yeah.
right? Nothing don't phase me. Like I've been up, I've been down, but I said to Chris, I'm telling you, nothing we do, we can't fail.
You're not
We
fail.
can't fail. It's impossible to fail. I'm telling you.
Chris, I'd say this to you as well. Like, the sweetest feeling you can have is when you don't rely on any of them.
Telling
No,
you.
we don't.
Straight.
If they post you, they do. If they don't, they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
But you're
yeah.
doing numbers and you're making
100.
things happen yourself.
But
And that's
you
the
know-
ethos that I run my team.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
But the
I don't
only
care if
thing
they post it.
is when
You
people,
just have to rock on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but the way you do get big is when people, because that's the only way they jump on the hype, right? So, for instance, yeah, I don't even know if should I say the name?
No,
But like,
no, no.
Don't say the
okay,
name, just
there's
say.
a podcast, yeah, that got big because I'm Just Bait kept putting them up. After I'm Just Bait started putting them up, other people started follow suit. You know how these blog sites are; they all just follow suit. When an artist like, I remember when Munya Chawa was coming up, they all just started putting Link Up TV, Grime Daily, Shade Borough. Everyone started posting Munya, and what happened from that? He got loads of big deals from it. You see what I'm saying? So why don't these black bros just want to make us famous? They're enjoying our shit. So make us get to where we need to get
You know
to.
what's
innit?
mad though? You know that it don't bother me.
It don't. What I'm saying is, it don't. I can't say it don't bother me.
But it's just
But
the why of it.
It's
Why are you not
why?
doing it?
That's what it is. It's more the question like, why would you not do that?
Chris,
you know what I mean?
try not to stress about things that are out of your control.
No, but
That's
it's
what
not
I'd say.
stress. I just
not,
want
or
everyone
not
to know
overthink
it's
about
yeah,
things that are out of your
yeah,
control.
maybe
because
so, yeah.
just stay in your lane. Do what you're doing.
Yeah, 100. And
Because
that's
there's
what
going to
I
be
mean.
time there'll be a time when they have to post you.
Yeah.
There'll be a time they're running you down because you're going to make yourself so successful. They'll be coming to you.
That's what I
and,
said.
and I'm telling you, that's beyond the doubt.
Yeah.
But
You
that's why it
created
don't
something
bother
with
me.
no help.
That's
Yeah.
why it don't bother me because
Yeah.
my theory is
Straight.
cream rises to the top. Why?
you go.
But you know what I mean? But that's what it is. Cream always
Yeah.
rises
All
to
right,
the
so,
top.
right. For me, then, like I've had a bit of a different journey to you. So I look at TV the same way. I remember when I was trying to speaking to people, trying to get an agent, and rare. I'm good enough for TV. Rare. And then now I look now and I'm like, I'm so glad that I'm not. They didn't make me. So they
Yeah.
can't take my
They
career.
can't take it.
They can't. And you know what?
And now you can make things
And you know
happen
what's
yourself.
mad? TV's emailing me all the time.
Of
Oh,
course
can you
they
come
are.
and do it?
Exactly.
And that's what I'm good. And that will continue.
Yeah.
Trust me, Chris.
That
I'm
will
telling
continue,
you.
yeah.
That will
I'm getting,
continue.
I get
That will-
emails all the time. Oh, can you come and do this show? Can you come and do this? And I'm like, no, I don't feel like it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't need you. And when I did need you, you didn't want to help.
Exactly.
Now you see what I'm doing and what
Yeah.
we're doing. Now all of a sudden you want to be part of it. It's too late now.
You'll be surprised, brother. One co-sign, one
Yeah.
and it starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
I
starts.
understand.
But you did it yourselves.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why, for me,
you can demand
because I
a
know that
different
about
thing when you know you've
independent
done it
grind is
yourself.
different, you know. Independent grind is different. So that's why I enjoy, like, even now, look up in this room, the collective that's in this room.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, let people see that we don't need them. We can, if we link up, we can make big things
Big
happen.
I
Yeah.
agree,
Yeah,
but you know
straight.
what's happened? But you see, America understood that a while ago. That
Yeah.
we can collab amongst ourselves and create something.
Exactly.
We don't need
100%.
industry. Like you can see that the black people out in America.
Segregation.
You're right.
Segregation helps.
You're 100% right.
It makes you understand your people more. Like what's his name? He's a guy that runs Nation of Islam.
Minister Farrakhan.
That's it. Farrakhan. He said years ago, and I've always had that in my head. He said, black people don't understand each other. If we travel to an island all by ourselves, because we got taken early and split up and fucked over. So we actually don't even understand each other as people. So if we just went to an island just all shipped to an island and understood ourselves, we'd be fucking powerful.
But you know that, but I know this sounds...
We already got ships still.
Yeah,
It
but...
didn't work out for us.
Yeah.
100%.
But
Fighting each other.
We ended up killing each
Wow.
other at the end of that
The
war.
fruits off the tree.
Trust
me.
Yeah, so I don't know. I
But
hear it though.
we've been given this mentality to hate each other.
Yes.
But imagine
If we got on the ship of our own accord.
Yeah.
And
Because
chose, we might be
segregation,
different.
100%.
segregation before it got broken up.
People to be
Segregation worked back
The
then.
Highlander.
With the Black Panthers and all of that, segregation worked. The schooling was better. It was them man that saw that we was getting better and they came in and fucked us over.
Yeah.
And that's always what happens, you understand?
Yeah.
So,
No, I hear you. And
But
you
you
know
lot
what?
are doing amazing things. You lot have done your live show without none of that. You lot's clips are banging just as good. Sometimes they feel like they might not even be able to can do nothing for you because you're already
That's
doing
right.
it.
And remember,
Trust me.
blogs and all that just come, you know. When you was doing up
Yeah.
branches and all of that,
Yeah.
there was not.
There wasn't that.
You were pioneering.
Trust
So
me,
this is
100%.
we're part of a infrastructure that's just being built. We're the first.
That's right.
As young girls looking at Cream as the first example of this and what can be done. Looking at me as the first example.
Yeah.
Looking at you as the first
100%,
example. So
yeah.
there's a lot.
100%.
There's a lot going on. It will get better. I was
Yeah.
speaking to somebody big the other day, and he was
100%.
saying to me. I said similar to what you're saying, but not about the blogs. I said the negatives push too much.
Yeah.
And he said, he goes, nah, they just don't hear you because the noise of the negative is overpowering, but it's going to turn around.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
It's gonna
cycle.
turn around.
And
It's a cycle.
sometimes they have to show you what's out there. So when you do even do the switch over, they'll realise just what was going on.
But you have to
So
stay.
you
You
understand what
have
I'm
to
saying
stick
as
to what you
well.
believe, though. You
Stick to
can't
what
let
We've
them
got our
trick you.
ethos, and that's what we're
Yeah.
sticking with. Like, I'm not changing nothing to, right, what do the people want? What do they want? I know what our people want. With what we're
100%.
giving.
Know
them.
your audience.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
important.
Our audience, we got a loyal audience. We've got a very loyal audience.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
When
So
we got that core
nobody
fan
can,
base, you
nobody
go
can't
wrong.
touch us. So that's why it's important for me. But like, you look now at Joe Budden, brother, the man podcasts and 20 million a year.
Yeah.
So let's stick
And
to the plan.
I'm not
he
changing.
said that he didn't take he didn't take the deal that he would.
He was offered because they were
He was
offering
offered him for Spotify.
That's right.
And they
but he'd have
offered
to
him
get rid of everything else off of YouTube and everything.
he makes more money now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I saw you lot with the Spice.
Was it you that
Was it
said you have to
Spice?
play the
Yeah.
long game
Have to play the long
sometimes?
game.
That did
So,
a
yeah,
lot.
you have
I
to.
think that because remember, there's different vlog spaces.
Yeah.
That was vlogged a lot, you know, that Spice one.
Yeah.
Like when you lot gave her the
Miss
gifts.
Una everywhere.
Everywhere.
I was
Yeah.
crying with laughter because I thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious when she was saying,
Everywhere.
"So you better
but we
come
d-
good
but
with the
we-
gifts."
yeah,
them
but
and
we
that.
don't
It was
see
good.
certain things
Got
as well.
Remember,
vlogged
you're
a lot.
in
No,
it.
you're in
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
Just
saying.
Because
know
you're
that
in
you
it.
lot have.
It's in a lot of different
you're
places.
reaching
Yeah, it was
everyone,
a
trust
lot.
me.
We
Yeah.
don't go Jamaica right now.
They
What?
know.
Brother,
They
when I
know
went
you.
Jamaica, I got mobbed.
Yeah.
I went
And-
Jamaica with my family, and that was when the clip come out. You know the Jamaican Superman
Yeah.
clip. Brother, I got to the airport. I remember this ain't normal for me, innit? Because I'm not. When I say everybody at the airport getting on the plane was losing their mind, the staff were losing their mind. When I landed in Jamaica, the people out there in Jamaica, when I went in Dub Club, people in Dub Club, yo, what's up, we're there.
Yeah.
But it's mad when you think how
full,
powerful.
Full, yeah.
That's what I
Laughter
mean.
can't
Bro,
run.
it's at your
Laughter
fingertips.
can't
No.
run out of style.
Yeah.
Laughter can't run out of
Yeah.
style.
There's no way.
Never. Do you understand?
You went out big deal, bro.
Yeah.
You went out big deal.
100%.
Listen, I'm happy.
Really
like,
good.
We're gonna start bringing it to a close, but I'm happy to have you lot here. Like I wanted you
No,
lot
I
here for a
appreciate that.
while.
Thank you, bro.
You understand?
Thank
I didn't know you grew up on my Grand Road and you know my
Yeah.
people then, but
Yeah.
I rate you. I rated you from a long time
Amazing,
as well, and I
yeah.
wanted
Thank
you.
you.
My son rates you. All them Ava Rex, man, a bad man from long time when he was in school. Year 7, 8, we would bond over that. 'Cause I'm original. Come on,
original
You
Ava.
understand? So like, it's a big deal, bro. You
No, but
understand?
I
So-
rate you, man, though, because again, you man started before us. People like 3 shots of tequila. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, them man
so
started before us.
because we seen you guys do it, it inspires another
100%.
generation of black people to do it again as
Definitely.
well. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yes,
So,
definitely.
and I've always rated you lot for keeping it. You know what I mean? You lot don't come with the fuckery. You know what I mean? You've lot. with the culture, but you're quite classy with what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
100%.
respecting you,
Yeah,
man.
they
Yeah,
don't
so I
blow,
appreciate-
the wind can't just blow
Yeah,
them
yeah, yeah,
left,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah,
They
yeah.
know
No,
what
no,
their
no.
thing is, and that's
Yeah.
what they're gonna
Yeah,
feel.
I never
bro.
see
Yeah.
you doing
Love
much.
that.
I remember I
fuckery,
spoke
not
to you about it when I
beefing.
said about pounds them, because I've always said that. Because even with me, sometimes people think it's certain reasons
Yeah.
why. Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's nothing to
Pounds
do with
them,
that.
I actually rate pounds and dog.
Nah, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
And
it's like
yeah,
the-
even with stuff with me, there's things even like with women in the industry, we know.
Agreed.
And
Yeah.
there's loads of platform and they're full of men.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
spoke up. They
Right.
did.
Yeah.
They did.
Nah, you,
Pounds and dogs
100%.
spoke.
It's
And there's
like
been
you
enough
lot
things
are-
what they stand up and they speak out. And they
Yeah.
don't have no fear with what they're saying. And they
100%.
they
what I
come
like
with that
about
real, do
them
you
is
understand
that
what I'm
they're
saying?
in their league. You know what I mean? You know, you lot got artists that you can't fuck with. You know what I mean? You got like over here, it's like Giggs is in his league. That's him. No one fucks with Giggs.
Yeah,
'cause
straight.
he's his artist.
Yeah.
And Buju Banton, he's in his
Straight.
league.
Yeah.
Like, who
Yeah.
can test Buju? Because no one can. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you got the winners talking podcast. That's like.
Yeah, it stands in its own
you got to
space.
stand in
Yeah.
its own
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
So I respect it, man. You know what I mean?
appreciate
It's a
it.
big up.
That's why
100%.
I know my position in this, so that's important to me to show. Like even right now, look at what we're showing, like the unity that we can just all sit down and just
Yeah.
run joke, banter,
Yeah.
whatever, do a good podcast.
Yeah,
and
man.
there's
Yeah.
nothing. It doesn't have to be nothing
Very
crazy.
hard, like
Nah.
for you to open up,
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
speaking on and all of that.
for the UK black thing for this stuff to work, it's a shift because, like you said, it don't really happen. You know what I mean? We're
100%.
too much bad vibes now.
Yeah, yeah. Now we're trying to bring back the good vibe. I'm not gonna stop
Yeah,
fighting,
man.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a point when all the good vibe people, everyone's gonna link up, and the others will be in the minority. Watch.
100%.
But anyway,
Amen.
let's wrap it up on that.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been great.
All right,
Big
bro.
up my co-host.
Respect.
Come
You understand? Big up my co-host. Things have to change at times, you know. Things have to change. Big up my co-host. You lot must have thought it was just for Pastor that we were linking up. Wow. Big up my guests, them.
I
Big up
appreciate
my
you, man.
guests.
Thank you, man.
Rate 18 show, Christopher Savage and Kane.
Come on,
Appreciate
man.
you, man.
Appreciate
You
it,
man are
thank you.
superstars, man.
Thank you,
Listen,
man.
you know the future is bright, man, for
Come
everyone.
on.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Big up
it, bro.
Lily in the building.
Come
Big up
on.
Matt. Let's not act like, don't act like Lily's not in the building. She's been
Lily's
quiet.
in the building.
Lily's been doing up humble.
Come on.
Doing up humble,
Northwest
but you
in the
just, yeah, man,
building.
just big up. Matthew already
Matthew
know.
already
Matthew
know.
already know,
Yeah.
man.
One
But yeah, it's
love,
another
never
one.
two.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
And
Love
big
my
up yourself,
people.
pal.
Nah,
Big
man,
up,
say it,
pal.
man.
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll
One
take it.
pal, big
I'll
up,
take
pal.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
out.
All right.
Him up.
Hey,
Come
do
on.
me a favour though.
Yeah.
Yeah, edit out
Look at the
that.
back eating pussy.